My mic is not on. There we go. All right. It took some time, but welcome everyone. Good morning. Happy 4th of July. We're back on another episode of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. I am your host, Silverback Senpai, and joining me, as always, is the lovely and most dad jokes of all, Waluigi.
Good morning. I missed you all the last episode. I went skydiving.
Hell no.
Deadass.
And joining us is our guest, AJ.
What's up?
Hi, ever AJ. The odds that we're both named AJ makes it even better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This episode of the podcast will be available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. What else, home? Oh, do you have that flyer from Hyperchick Cosplay?
I knew I forgot something, but
I think it's on the counter. Check the counter.
How about my thigh? My thick thigh.
But yeah, I do want to give a shout out plug to that. But podcast is available on the popular audio hosting platforms. Of course, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the guys of Flynn's Arcade. So shout out to Eddie and Will for allowing us to have the podcast here in their place of business during closed hours.
We love y'all.
And what else? And also, want to give a big shout out to Hyperchick Cosplay for giving myself and Waluigi her flyer, which is a book called Dark Ages. You can find it on Amazon and Kindle. This is by Valerie L. Price. And yeah, give it a check out and let her know that, hey, Hyperchick Cosplay, we got your book and it's amazing. It's great. So shout out to her.
Yeah, after done with my current novel, I'm definitely gonna give this a read. I need something new.
Oh yeah. And like usual tradition, we always review, go over, touch up on the last episode before we get on to our guest. Last Sunday, or not last Sunday, but the last podcast, the episode 29, we had Disco Dude. Shout out to Disco Dude. And it was just, me and him, and Waluigi wasn't here with us, as he mentioned earlier, that, he wasn't here last Sunday, the other Sunday. Because
I missed you all.
Yeah, he went skydiving with his dad. And he's here, he's alive, he's well, healthy, and, with his sanity intact, hopefully.
I lost that a while ago. Maybe 14,000 feet in the air, but that's not important now.
What is important now is our main guest, AJ. So, like always, we always ask our guests, what is it when it comes to gaming? What got them into gaming? We want to know your origin story from the very start to currently right now. Like, what got you into gaming? So, let us tell us.
Well, I remember my first game ever being Mario Kart and Super Mario for the 64.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
After that, I immediately jumped into PlayStation 2. For some reason, I never got the PlayStation 1 just because I was mainly playing it in a daycare that I would stay at after school in like 1st and 2nd grade. I'll just play it there, and then I found out, oh shit, the PS2 is coming out. So my parents ended up getting it for me, and the first game I had for that one was MX Superfly. I don't know if you guys ever
No, I haven't
heard of it.
that.
What was the game again?
MX Superfly.
That sounds familiar.
It's a motocross game. So I started with that. Then I had I think Jack 3.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good game.
Jack 3, Ratchet and Clank. Man, what else?
Just straight bangers. I like it.
I had God of War, but then for some reason my parents were like, "Oh no, this game is too violent for you. You can't play this." so I never got to play it. So I'm like, "Fuck,
Damn.
all right, I guess." And then moved. I'm trying to remember what other games I had for the PlayStation 2. It was a lot. Gundam. I had the old Mortal Kombat. I forgot which one though, but I had a Mortal Kombat for PS2.
It had to be. It was one of the 3D ones.
Yeah. Eventually, I moved to PSP.
I went the same route.
Yeah.
Yeah. PSP was ahead of its time. PSP paved the way for this. It paved the way for the Switch and anything else that's gonna come out, because that thing was amazing. I had Daxter for the PSP.
Oh yeah, I played that.
That's a good game.
Best fucking game for PSP. I also had Mortal Kombat. Forgot which one it was called now. Unchained, I think.
Yeah.
Had like some racing game, another motocross game. Like, I forgot. I can't remember now. There's somewhere in my house. So I had to dig. Eventually moved into the Xbox 360.
Hey.
That is what kicked it all off more than anything. So I always loved gaming, but Xbox 360 made it a lot more fun with the online experience and stuff like that.
Tell me, what were your online games that you played? Like your very first ones that you
Gears
started.
of War.
Ah, okay.
This is why I like him, because that was one of my first, actually.
Gears of War was the first online game I ever played, and that
story mode, bro.
that game,
That story mode changed.
story online, honestly unmatched. That game was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
I also played Assassin's Creed, the first one.
Hey.
It wasn't, obviously it didn't have a line, but yeah, I love Assassin's Creed.
Me too.
We'll get more into that, but
Yeah.
eventually I started growing my, I guess, arsenal of games for the 360. I never played Call of Duty for the 360 because I just did not want to get into it, because everyone was into it. I'm like,
Good
nah,
choice.
This is too much.
Good
So
choice.
I made the right decision. Something called to me to get Halo 3. I got Halo 3.
Halo 3 is the shit.
And ever since
Yes.
I got that game, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, right there, I was like, all right, I'm hooked. Like, Gears of War started it for me, but Halo 3 got me hooked. So it was a lot of years of Halo 3. Then Halo ODST came out. Unfortunately, I didn't have Xbox Live for like a very long time, so I just had to resort to the Firefight, the new gameplay that Halo ODST had.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just soloing that for a while until I got bored.
I can understand
Kind of
that.
like gave up on games, and then the new Xbox One came out. And I think I got the PS3 at some point, but it wasn't mine. I kind of just like stole it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, it's mine now. Played a lot of the Ratchet and Clank games because they were like the remastered version or something.
Okay.
Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time is the best Ratchet and Clank game ever.
I still have not finished that game.
I fucking love that game so much. What else did I have for PS3? You guys ever heard of a game called Blur?
Blur.
It's like a racing game. It's like
I've heard of it, but I've never seen
it's
gameplay.
it's like Mario Kart on like straight up roids, because it's like real cars,
Mm-hmm.
real streets, stuff like that, right? But you actually get power ups, like speed boosts, like these like
Oh my god, it came out in
fireball
2010.
launchers or something like that. Like you can knock out cars out of the track, shit like that.
I'm looking at videos right now. You're right. Like actually, I was checking out like some of the summary.
It's awesome game. And then eventually I got myself the Xbox One. And with that one, I started with Assassin's Creed Unity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which by the way, I played every single Assassin's Creed, like on the Xbox 360. Moved to the Xbox One, got Unity, and I think that was the last. No, Syndicate was the last one that I played for the Xbox. Then when I got the PS4, I started playing Origins and Odyssey and stuff like that. I still haven't played Valhalla though. I need to play Valhalla. But Assassin's Creed has been that game that has definitely been very, how do I say it?
Comforting?
more prominent to like my gaming experience.
Okay.
Like when it comes to story mode games, at least that game I was very heavily invested. To the point where I mean I haven't gotten it yet, but I still want to get an Assassin's Creed tattoo. At some point I will.
So you're trying to copy me?
I'm trying to get the Unity one though.
Okay,
That
I
one is
respect
cool as
that.
fuck.
I'm surprised you wouldn't get the Rogue one. You're right. I'll take that back.
I like Rogue though. Great game.
It is a different story.
Great game. But the Unity one just actually no, what am I talking about? The Origins one. That's my favorite one.
Okay, yeah,
With
that's
the Eye
true.
of Horus. That shit's fucking that shit
Yes.
goes hard. But yeah, Assassin's Creed, honestly one of the greatest game franchises I've ever played. Like there's nothing like it.
All right.
Now
Now, who's your favorite assassin?
my favorite assassin. Shit, that's a hard one.
Any of the Assassin's Creeds? If you had to pick, maybe one or two.
Connor.
Okay, this is why we get along. Because I was gonna say the same damn thing.
Connor. Connor is my favorite just because of how badass he is. Like his personality is not like amazing,
Right.
but his attitude
And his actions are just straight up.
focus, like to just protect his people.
Yeah.
This dude went above and beyond to do whatever it takes. And
Yeah,
he
that's
was badass.
why I actually got this tattoo from Assassin's Creed 3,
Yeah.
especially the quote.
Show it again, Waluigi. There it is, people.
I know. Enjoyed a gun show.
I love Connor. If I had to pick another one though, normally I would say Ezio because he's awesome, but I would say probably it's between Bayek and Alexios. It's between both of those guys.
That's where we shift off because I would choose Altair or Ezio.
I love Altair and Ezio.
Because
Don't get
like
me wrong.
the Mac, that's a Mac Daddy, the original.
No, yeah, they're great. It's just I don't want to. They're such a big part of the story. I kind of want to give the light to the other assassins because
You're right.
Because they've done some cool stuff. Like
That's true, actually.
they really have. So especially like Bayek and Alexios, Bayek started. No, not actually. I'm wrong. Sorry. Alexios was the one that started it.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
Odyssey actually takes place before Origins, which blew my mind. I'm like, wait, what the hell? So why was this game called Origins? And then
I know it doesn't add up.
but I mean, it was cool anyway. I mean,
That's true.
It being in Egypt, like I am a huge Egyptian mythology nerd, and I love that. So the fact that they added my favorite game franchise into my favorite pantheon, I was crying. So
I need to get into it because I heard they have a tour mode as well, so you learn the history as well as Egypt.
yeah, like you could. There's so much to discover, and
Oh my
it's,
gosh.
especially in Odyssey. In Odyssey, it's a bigger game, so there's so much to learn from it.
What I do like is how they expand more on the combat and the interactions as well.
Yeah.
Over the years of Assassin's Creed, because how I learned how to communicate with people is like Assassin's Creed 2. Just press X to interact. That's how I always imagine people.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then now you have like expansive storylines to where your choice actually makes a huge effect.
Yeah, I like that. I like that new take on Assassin's Creed. I don't know how it is in Valhalla because I haven't played it.
I
but
haven't either.
At least for Odyssey, it's really entertaining because it gives you that replay value. It's like, all right, so what if I didn't go with this? You can go back, play the game again, and choose different outcomes.
Yeah, I remember observing some gameplay where Alexio, right?
Alexia, that's what I'm playing right now. There's the sister, I forgot her name.
Alexio was in a position where he had to either kill one person or fight the guards. And if he fought the guards, he would have killed both of them.
Yeah. Wait. I think I played that.
That's like one of those 50-50 situations.
Yeah. Those 50-50 like decisions that it lets you make.
Oh god, I hate myself.
I'm just like, what do I do here? Because it shows you it's like 50-50. It's like blinking red with the little
I hate that.
Libra symbol. Is like, I don't know. So
Making these difficult choices.
it's very intriguing.
'Cause you
There's
regret
so
it
many
later.
possibilities.
You regret what you don't do, and then when you do it again, you're gonna regret it again.
Yeah. So like if you end up going back, and then you do the other one, it's like, oh well, I guess I was right, or I was wrong, but the first outcome was actually pretty cool. So there's a lot of replay value in Odyssey. But moving on, there's a game that I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention it yet. I'm not gonna mention it yet because this game has taken over my life. But I'm gonna move on to my PlayStation 4 experiences.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So I got the PS4, played Odyssey and Origins.
Black Flag gets no love.
Okay, yeah.
But
I played it on 360.
Okay.
Black Flag, yes, it gets love. I love the sea shanties, but it's just so overrated.
Okay.
It's like I was like, oh, pirates! I was like, yeah, all right, cool, pirates.
3 made it reasonable with the ship cruising. 4 is just overwhelming.
Yeah, 4 is overwhelming, but it's a good game. I love the story. I love the way it ended too. I thought it was really cool. I can't remember too much of it right now because it's been a long time since I played it. But Black Flag, great game, super overrated. Not the best Assassin's Creed in my opinion, but it's still great.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
What else? Where was I? Oh, PlayStation. I played a hell of a lot of Overwatch.
You
on
poor
PlayStation.
fucking soul.
Yeah,
I
I love
was-
Overwatch.
Who's your mains?
All the waifus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ash. Ash is my main. I play Ash all the time. Every
I'm too
single
sober
time.
for this.
That's my go-to. Ash. Who else? Mercy was actually my first one. Just because
before or after the nerfs?
way before the nerfs.
Okay,
Like
I was
when
about
the,
to say.
when the game was first coming out, I'm like, you know what? Let's play Mercy. I didn't know what the fuck she was doing. Like, I just thought she was hot, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick her. So I picked her. I'm like, oh, she's a healer. Fuck, this sucks. So I tried adapting to it, and I actually play her really well. Mercy. I'd rather not play her now because she got nerfed to shit. But whatever.
So to explain her nerfs, she used to be able to resurrect 5 people at once if they died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they lowered it down to like 2, and then it's just
And
like
that was just one.
yes. But unless you have her ultimate, which is her flying,
I like that.
I did too. I respected that.
I like the flying because I don't even heal anybody. I just use the God gun that she has.
The
It just
God gun.
completely annihilates everyone.
It's almost
Well,
equal to Diva.
It did when it first came out. Now it's like
It's just a pea shooter like Diva. That's it.
basically. Well, it was more powerful than that, but now it's basically like Diva. So I'm like, why do I even use Mercy?
I just
don't use Mercy.
made tanks just because I like defense.
I can't play tanks. I don't have the patience for it.
Reinhardt and Roadhog were mine, just because I was able to hook and throw people off cliffs.
Yeah, that
I
shit's
watched
annoying as
I
hell.
watched the world burn.
So what I like to do, and one thing I like to do with Ash is whenever I get tugged by fucking Roadhog, just shoot him right back with my shotgun.
All right,
So,
Doom
he,
guy.
so he,
Doom guy.
he shoots me with it, but like I'm already far enough away by that time that it doesn't kill me. It still completely like fucks me up, but it doesn't kill me because for some reason that little shotgun that she has is a lot faster.
It is.
So yes, I main Ash, Sombra a lot because I really like to piss people off. Whenever I
the
get
hacks.
pissed off, when Ash is just not doing it for me,
The freaking hacks.
I go straight to Sombra and I just start pissing people off because it's like, all right.
I just love hooking people's Roadhog because, especially if it's Bob. Bye. Bob is basically this huge mech that Ash can summon, and he just has
Oh
Gatling
yeah,
guns
you
in his
can
arms.
you can hook him as
Like
well. I
Bob,
find that
do
funny as hell.
the way she says it is like Bob, do something, and he just comes running. I'm trying to compare it to someone like you've seen Potemkin from Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Basically, it's sort of his size, but with Gatling guns on his
Oh,
arms,
Lord.
Pretty much, yeah.
with a burly mustache.
Oh, one thing I love to do is like, I throw Bob into like a crowd. Everyone jumps up.
Yes.
Like right away. Headshots.
Because you can combine it with Sigma, or you can combine it with a lot.
Oh yeah. And
I've played in probably a good year.
I haven't played Sigma, but Sigma gets annoying. But I like him in my team because he does a lot of damage. Although he could if you know how to play him, but some people are pretty incompetent and.
Yeah. He does have good setups. Something you would like, Silverback.
I don't play over trash.
Damn. Okay, it's not the greatest game.
It isn't. It isn't.
I bought Overwatch day one and I played it. It was fun. Then it got annoying, and then I just said, and then when the nerfs and buffs and shit came in, I just said, you know what, fuck this game. And then of course we'll get into it in another topic, but the community is just.
Oh my god!
Oh
Don't
god!
even get fucking started with that shit.
Poor.
Oh my god!
I forgot about Jeff Kaplan.
Lord,
I forgot about Jeff Kaplan leaving.
Overwatch.
Do you remember?
Oh yeah, he left.
Yeah.
I think he literally just said, "Yeah, screw this."
I'm out.
Bye.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That man has been burnt alive.
Yeah, they've been milking that crap out. I mean, that sounds, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They've been milking the hell out of that guy. I'm just like,
that poor man.
That guy.
He had to explain every nerf buff or any kind of
to
special.
go. He needs a better job.
He needs to retire. Goddamn.
But back to the mains. Ashe, Sombra, Pharah, Brigitte, and
Pharah's
that's
queen. Pharah's.
it, I think. I sometimes use other characters whenever I'm bored.
I use Torb.
Oh fuck.
I'm
He's
I'm
good.
Black Air Force One energy, and I've developed that.
He's good. He's good.
So
But
to explain Torbjorn, he's basically a dwarf that has a hammer, and he can just throw a turret at somebody.
He's
And
like
he's Swedish.
Yeah.
He's
mean,
like
Yeah, he is.
you see the chat too, right?
Yeah.
But moving on from Overwatch, which by the way I actually forgot to mention, I played Overwatch on both Xbox and PS4. I have more things on my Xbox, not that much on PS4.
Wait, did you hear it's crossplay too?
Huh?
It's crossplay.
It's crossplay now?
It's now crossplay.
What the fuck?
It's officially. It just came out last week.
Oh, last
You don't do Overwatch later?
I mean, the last time I played Overwatch was, I think, like a week before I came here.
You weren't
and
missing
I didn't
much.
even like.
You weren't missing much.
I just played it because I'm like, damn, I missed this game.
Last
It's been
time
a
I
while.
played was with one of my Tinder dates that went wrong, and all she
Damn.
wanted to do was comp, and I'm like, I'm out.
No, if she wants to do comp, just break up with her.
I did.
Fuck that shit.
I did.
Comp sucks. Comp is as toxic as it gets.
Yeah. Smurfs. I feel like that's the main origin of Smurfs.
Pretty much. But
Because you see like stupid names. Like my friend was Zen Mayades. He had a Grandmaster account. And then there's Sigma Balls. I wanted to say it like someone asked.
Sigma Ball. It's so stupid, bro. It's so dumb.
I wish I was lying, but someone already came up with a name. I was almost that person.
But moving on from Overwatch, because I love Overwatch, but fuck Overwatch.
Agreed.
Now you know how I feel.
I'm gonna talk about not that game yet,
Oh,
Not that
God
game.
damn it.
but this game that really, really like is like just takes my heart. God of War. That game, when that shit came out, I was first of all, I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. God of War has been a game I played it 6 times already, and I plan to play it more and more and more because the story is just that good, and you still discover more things like each time you play it.
You might as well show the chat your sleeve.
Oh yeah, so I mean, it is a God of War tribute, but I actually really like Norse mythology. But it is also because of God
that is
of War.
dope.
And I also got the Valkyrie wings as well, scabbing and it itches like hell. So that's why I'm trying not to think about it. But God of War is that game that, when it comes to story, like that's probably the pinnacle, in my opinion. That game,
Yep.
from beginning to end, I don't even know how to.
I need to play 4 so bad.
It's you haven't played it?
No.
Bro, you are
I
missing
literally
out.
just got a PS4 like a few months ago, and I haven't got many games.
Make that one your priority. I
Fine,
promise.
fine.
Yeah.
It is. Wow, bro. The
Or at
characters.
least, or at the very least, wait until you get a PS5. That way you can take advantage of all the performance enhancements of the game.
At this point,
Is it on PS5?
You can play it on PS5.
Oh fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to go hunting for PS5s now.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yeah. I
Yep.
guess it's worst launch ever. Anyway, God of War. That game has made me cry multiple times.
It's for your most favorites.
It's honestly, it's my favorite game of all time. I know that's kind of surprising considering the other game that I'm going to talk about.
I mean, I'm not
after this.
surprised. Don't you worry.
But God of War is my favorite game of all time.
No.
I was. It got to the point where I'm like, well, I never played the first three, but it got me to go back. I'm like, all right, I want to know like more about Kratos. I want to know what happened. So I never played them, but I watched the playthroughs and I know the story. So I know what happens with Kratos.
Okay.
But now, him being in Norse mythology,
That changes. The
I
game
think
completely.
that is the best thing that they've ever done. Because yeah, Greek mythology, it was cool. The fact that he just murked all the gods, I thought that was badass.
He
But-
also fucked one too, so.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. No mercy.
But did he kill her too? By the way.
No.
No.
Oh, she got lucky. But anyway,
She fucked off. Is what happened.
yeah, good on her because she got the D and left.
And you got points out of it.
But now in Norse mythology, with everything that it has to offer, it's something else. Like the fact, I mean, I don't know if people watching have played the game, but I might just spoil it a bit. Actually, oh wait, no, actually, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Don't you worry. I'm
No,
probably
not
gonna
spoil
forget.
it. Never mind. I forgot you haven't played it.
Don't
I'm
you
not-
worry.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Fine, but you can at least answer this. What is your most favorite scene, like in a fight? Even if it's a new one, you can just at least explain. Your favorite
Like,
fight scene in God of
fight
War,
scene in
or like boss battle, or encounter that made you just like, holy shit, I love this game. Because mine would be just fighting Zeus in God of War 3, just straight up hands. Like
the last fight with Baldur.
I've seen
because
brief clips.
There is so much that happens. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Especially when Atreus is like, he just yells out, "Ooh, fa doom," and then you see you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That part gave me goosebumps. I was screaming. I stand up like,
Oh my God.
let's go! Dude, it was so hype. But yeah, I would say that's probably my favorite fight scene
I gotta get it
in the
now.
whole game.
I'm gonna see if I can go to GameStop later.
But there's so much that I'm telling you, there's so much that the game has to offer. Oh my god. Oh, and don't even get me started with the Valkyries.
That sounds.
It took me
I like a nightmare.
6 tries, like playing the whole game, just to beat them. No, just to finally.
Is there any difficulty for God of War? Or is just like one single?
No, there is.
There is.
There's easy, normal, hard, and then God mode. Don't play God mode.
Okay.
You'll get wrecked.
Like, even fighting Draugrs is annoying in God mode. Like they take so many hits,
Dear
and you're
God.
just there. And I'm like, all right, this is time consuming. So I'd rather like I'm more of a story guy. So I play the games either normal or easy, just because
Understood.
I want to focus on the story more. Maybe at some point I'll try God mode. But those Valkyries on God
Oh,
mode, I can't even
God.
imagine.
Okay.
I don't even want to try it because those, especially the last Valkyrie,
So are they like sub bosses in a way?
they are sub bosses.
Okay.
But they are the hardest ones in the whole game.
What?
So, which makes no sense. You know, you think sub bosses won't be like that difficult, but they are the hardest. That's the end game for
That
God
sounds
of
like
War.
the Marauder and Doom Eternal in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I still need to play Doom Eternal.
Dear God, you're not missing much.
Really?
It's
I thought it was
chaos.
great.
Now, when you play with all the DLC of Doom Eternal, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you play the story mode, like just regular, it doesn't feel like there's much going on.
Okay. I mean, I just want to play it for the soundtrack and just.
Yeah, that's what I did.
People up.
I also like got all the lore in one shot, one go. I did.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah, I really
I'm
want,
that guy.
I really want to know the lore behind.
There's
Doom Eternal and stuff
there's
like
so much. I love the Doom. I feel so bad for the Doom guy, all just because of his fucking bunny. Well, that's for every game, but all for a buddy, man.
man.
I'll try to discover more of the lore.
That man is either one Latino or two John Wick of that game.
I mean, yeah. He's literally trapped in hell, isn't he?
Yeah. He's
For
like the John...
thousands of years or something?
No, actually.
I thought he was.
Mm-mm.
Or is this like a new like story?
Oh, no, it's the same story, actually.
Oh, same?
It's just expanding more and more origins explained about Doom Guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely want to know more because I know I don't know much about Doom.
Because
I just know that the
you'll see
soundtrack
like
is fucking awesome.
flaming floating paper summary that shows like each part of the lore in each level. And it also shows like scriptures and everything else related to it.
Sick. Well, I mean, you're in hell. You might as well.
Did you play Doom 2016?
No, not that one either.
Ah.
Either, no.
Because you'll see the huge difference between those two games.
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
So
they,
much
They
difference.
basically told me. Well, one of my friends told me like, "Oh, play 2016 and then play Doom Eternal." I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Then someone else told me. I forgot who, but someone else told me, "Oh, just forget 2016. Just play Eternal." I was like, "What do I?"
I would
do
also
now?
go with that, but if you want to see some more lore, it makes a lot more
I would
sense.
probably
Yeah.
end up playing 16 just because.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
All the Dooms are connected
From
in a
what I've
weird
seen.
way. But 2016 and Eternal are like the closest.
Yeah.
So like, is each Doom like even the old ones? Is it the same?
Same guy.
Guy?
Same fucking
Oh,
guy.
shit.
Yeah.
The man goes through hell and back. Like,
I know. I love that. I think that's badass. So that's kind of why I want to play the Doom games.
like the man gives the demons so much fear that they had to put him to sleep just to stop him from killing, because they couldn't kill the man.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Kratos. Motherfucker sent straight to hell and then comes right back, and then says, "All right, fuck the gods, I'm killing you guys." I love that type of badass like character that just nothing stops them.
Oh yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how strong like the enemy is. It's more of like the willpower. Like, if your will is stronger than theirs, you're done. So, so yeah, that's why I really want to.
Bro, there's a comment in chat from FGC Gabe. He said he's scared the hell out of hell,
Good.
and that's right. That is
I like
accurate.
that.
Yeah.
I like that description.
But there's even crazier lore that you'll see that he might become he's related to the Blazkowicz, which is from Wolfenstein. There's a possibility that he's related to the Blazkowicz, which makes some sense to an extent. I'm waiting for Bethesda to do something about that.
I mean,
We'll see. 'Cause-
Yeah.
But moving on to the game
The bread and
that
the butter.
you have been the bread and butter, my bread and butter,
Oh yeah.
Destiny.
Oh shit.
I was ready
I
to sing Halo.
Love Destiny.
People
so
strap
much.
yourselves in because this is gonna be a good long one.
This is a topic.
I love Destiny so much that I basically gave up a position in a Halo 4 tournament just to continue playing Destiny.
Damn.
And I was good as fuck in Halo 4.
That sounds terrifying.
Halo 4 was like, so I was back and forth between Halo 4 and Destiny.
Oh my
which
goodness.
Which, by the way, Halo, awesome franchise. But anyway, I was back and forth between those games, but the gameplay was so different that it was throwing me off. So I'm like, I have to choose. And then I was doing so well in Halo 4, I was like, I'm probably gonna stay here. Some guys were like, hey man, like, you're doing pretty good. Our clan is like, you know, we're on the verge of like going to a tournament if you wanna come with us. And I was like, damn, yeah, I really want to do that. But I was like, shit, Destiny's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but Destiny was just so much fun. Even though I was like soloing it for the first year.
Yeah, I did the same.
Destiny, like vanilla Destiny, I was soloing it. I never played the first raid because I had no one to play with.
I didn't do the same thing.
Yeah,
I didn't even
I-
do the Taken King, which I'm so upset.
Okay, so Destiny, I was stuck on Destiny, like vanilla Destiny for a while, right? Then the other DLCs were coming out, and I just didn't want to pay money for DLCs at that time.
I got like the Iron Banner edition.
Yeah, I got that too. eventually, when the Taken King came out, they had like a bundle where it had like all the other DLCs. So I got that, but I mean, it made no sense because no one was playing those anymore. So
I know.
Like, all right, whatever.
Servers were dead.
So
Still are.
I went straight into Taken King, and that was my first raid. Taken King, to this day, still is the best DLC that Destiny has ever.
Yeah, we got a comment from Shore saying King's Fall and Vogue are goated.
They are. I love Vogue.
I agree.
I love Vogue, but I'll tell you this right now. I have played it like so many times now that I'm just like, fuck, I want something.
I was really into the House of Wolves, like when it was first.
I like House of Wolves, but it didn't really have much.
It didn't really have much.
If House of Wolves,
I like how it was introducing.
It was a good way to like introduce the story, but House of Wolves, in some ways, it was kind of forgettable.
I never earned any exotics from Destiny 1. I got so pissed.
You never got any exotic?
Yeah.
My first exotic was the Mida multi-tool.
Yeah, Destiny 2 is where I started grinding for like exotics.
Destiny 2.
They really expanded themselves. I'm
the
year
game
one.
has come such a long way. So yesterday I was on my Xbox, and I was going through all my captures from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When I was playing Destiny 1, leading up all the way to Destiny 2, right? Destiny has come a very, very long way.
They fixed themselves once they cut off
gameplay, mechanics, weapons.
Bro, once they cut off Activision, everything was serious.
Yeah, I mean, well, there have been some points here and there that Bungie was still kind of.
Agreed.
But it's just something about the game that I just could not stop playing it. Even to this day, like, I'll log in just to log in, and I'll be like, what the fuck what do I do? Like, if I have no one to play with, I'm like, shit, I just logged in for no reason.
Bro, I just sit down and I just shoot the shit with people.
And then I'll log back in, I was like, all right, you know what, let me just do like the weeklies and stuff like that. But Destiny has come such a long way. From Taken King, Rise of Iron. Those two DLCs were so good. Like,
I liked Rise of Iron.
Rise of Iron was so much fun.
I did too.
Oh yeah.
Like, even if the story mode was short, like, looking back, I didn't care because it was so like I remember everything. I remember like waking up at 5 a.m. with my clan, like all of us logging in at the same time just to play the game, and the servers were they were fucked, so we couldn't get into the game until like I think 12 that day. So we were up from 5 a.m. just waiting in a queue for that long just to play. So that was for Rise of Iron. It wasn't like that for Taken King, but Taken King was basically what kicked it off for me. Like, you know, the raid experiences, the plans and stuff like that. I was getting really more like serious about Destiny. Then, you know, Rise of Iron came out, and that raid, wow, like Wrath of the Machine raid, very underrated.
God.
A lot of people don't give it the hype that it deserves. That raid is so much fun. Comparing it with the King's Fall raid, can't really say which one's better. I think Taken King raid is probably the best raid, like in all of Destiny.
Yeah.
Because it's just.
You're gonna laugh because I've only completed 2 of them, and one of them is Leviathan and The Last Wish.
So Leviathan is a really fun raid. I miss it. I don't know.
I have not completed it.
Leviathan was the first one I completed because I found people that knew what they were doing. And I'm like, I need help.
Raids are so fun when everyone knows. Like, when you don't have to communicate and you just do it because you know what.
It took me 3 tries.
It's so much fun.
One try, I accidentally glitched into the game. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and fuck off.
Yeah, like sometimes all you gotta do is just kill ads, and then I'm like, all right, the team's doing it.
I literally glitched out into the map, and there's like a picture of me, I think, or a screenshot. I'm like, my character just sitting in the middle of the map, and I'm just seeing a window.
Which one for
Leviathan?
Leviathan is, like I said, Leviathan's really fun.
Especially that was the one I never completed.
It's not. I mean, it's not hard.
It isn't really hard. It's time consuming. It took me a good hour and a half, I think, or 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, raids in general are time consuming. But that is probably the fastest raid I've ever done, just because, like, it's so easy.
It is very easy.
But even to this day, like, like some other raids, like they can take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was like a whole competition for Last Wish.
Oh yeah. So Last Wish, I never did it when it first came out, just because there was a point in Destiny 2 where I kind of just like, all right, I need a break, because I was playing it for too much.
Yeah, I spent $80 on a season pass.
So, Destiny, that was when Forsaken came out, correct? Yeah,
yes.
Forsaken. So Forsaken was great.
Yes.
I liked it.
Rip to my dog, Kate 6.
I love Kate 6. They did not have to kill him, but whatever.
Yeah.
He chose a career in voice acting, from what I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Or acting.
But I will say, they did introduce a very good replacement for Kate 6, which is the Drifter. I love the Drifter.
Oh, Drifter is great.
He is.
Yeah.
He's so awesome.
He's chaotic in a good way.
I know. I love it so much. So.
Oh my gosh.
Last Wish, I actually never did Last Wish until last year, and it's been out for a while. Just because like I stopped playing the game, I kind of fell out of it, and then I didn't have a clan anymore, so I didn't have anyone to raid with.
We need to make a clan.
Eventually, I'm already in a clan.
I am not.
But you guys can play with us anytime.
Oh hell yeah.
We're very inviting. My clan's called Rage Valley.
Okay, that sounds cool.
They're awesome people. They really are. And you know, they're really fun to play with. Like, they know their shit. Like, we raid like almost all the time, and we've mainly been doing VOG a lot, like a fuck ton of VOG.
Oh my god.
But I mean, fuck it, it's fun. But yeah, Destiny is that game. That's my bread and butter. Like, if you guys want to ask me any questions about that game, I can try to answer it. I'm not a lore master, but
Yeah, I see them. They gonna figure out that we close.
oh, there's people.
Yeah, there's people.
Oh, well.
If there's like an event going on outside, so they'll figure out that we close. Now, if they start knocking or whatnot, that's when I have to get up and be like, yeah, we're closed. Go away.
But I'm gonna ask you guys a couple questions.
Okay.
I'm listening.
What is your favorite class?
Titan, all day, every day.
Warlock.
Warlock? It's hard for me to say.
We know.
My main is Hunter, but I play all of them. But that's just because I've been playing the game for so fucking long now that I got bored of just one, so I wanted to see what the other ones have to offer.
You know, that's true. Each one has its own movement and setup depending on what you do, because I did specifically Crucible.
Oh yeah.
I love PvP, honestly.
I'll tell you right now, Crucible, like, if you think, okay,
Titan Master
it's
Race.
not.
Yes.
Hell no.
No. Well,
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you know what? I'm between Hunters and Titans. I love Warlocks.
I have to be the Warlock in the group.
I love Warlocks a lot, but it's just, I don't know. Titans and Hunters, they're it. Like,
Yeah.
Like when I have a toxic build for my Titan.
I wanted to hear this.
Whenever I wanna be toxic, I go on my Titan. So I'll put shoulder charge, the striker Titan, shoulder charge with a shotgun, and that's all you need. That's basically all you need. It's not much to it. Like, the build is not like a crazy freaking build that you need this and that. It's just shoulder charge and a shotgun. Oh, and Dune Marchers, because that exotic for Titans is the shit. So like, you'll run, right? And then you build up this, like, I forgot what it's called. It's like some momentum thing. Destiny has weird names for everything. So you run, then you'll shoulder charge, and then an electric wave just kills all the other enemies that are, like, nearby. So you could get 1 kill, 2, 3, like, possibly get a triple kill. Like, I've done it before. And
that sounds like me with Warlock.
Warlocks can be toxic too.
Yes.
It's just,
especially with Arc set up.
Arc is the one. Arc for me is like, yeah, that's
because I remember 3-piecing somebody, and then when Dab was an emote, I would just hit it.
Oh, in Destiny 1, yeah, I remember that. But which tree are you using now for Warlocks?
It's been a while, but I know it's let me look up the attunement so I can remember.
Because it's like the little Palpatine fingers.
Yes, that's what I use.
And then Chaos Reach. Chaos Reach is like the Kamehameha wave. that he has, which I think is so badass.
It is so cool, but I can't use it in theory.
Every single time I use it, I always scream Kamehameha right before I launch it. So like everyone will be talking, and you'll just hear in the mic like, man, it's like, oh, all right, he's gonna do it, and it's unnecessary. I don't need to do it, but I do it anyway, because it's just that fun. It's actually more kind of like a
Stormcaller is what I would use.
Still, it's fucking badass.
Stormcaller is what I would use, and then Storm Trance. I'm trying to look at the modifiers. Melee Thunderstrike.
I like the landfall one.
Yes.
Because when you just jump over like a group
That's
of
what
people
I do it.
and you just kill all of them.
Yes.
That
is how I set it up, because I would jump, set
Yeah.
it up, lightning strike whoever's around, and then shock everybody in the corner. Because I have chain lightning where it just hits one person, another person, so forth.
Yeah.
I would set up somebody dirty and then just emote.
Yeah.
Got a comment from Shuro saying, hunters are annoying, warlocks are free real estate.
Exactly.
Warlocks are free real estate.
It is.
Hunters are annoying because we're the best. Like, you just... First of all, the majority of the community in Destiny plays hunters.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a reason for that.
I have to be that one guy.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I know. But whenever I'm playing my Titan, it's so refreshing, because it's like, yeah, this is fun. This is really fun. But hunters, yeah.
Oh, I have Ancestral Order as well, so I focus on all the attributes instead of like toughness or focus.
Oh yeah. So in terms of exotics, like,
Oh god.
I think my favorite for hunters.
We're getting the exotics now.
For hunters is definitely Stompies.
I've heard.
And-
oh my god, I remember those.
And what's the other one? Shards of Galanor.
Ooh.
So Shards of Galanor, I don't know if you know about it, but that one basically returns like half of your super back depending on how much damage you do with a blade barrage. So that's another super that I use a lot.
No.
In for hunters. Blade barrage does so much fucking damage.
Yes.
And being able to get your super back, like at least like half of it, because they nerf the fuck out of it. But being able to get like half your super back, very convenient. Especially like in raids and dungeons and stuff like that. Like, you can get it back really quick. And if you have like a Well of Radiance warlock that just gives you your super back like instantly, and then after using it, you can just spam your super over and over and over and over again. That's why I love Shards of Galanor.
Oh yeah, I've seen like a whole video when someone was playing Beyond Light. They would just use the Shards of Galanor just
Shards
to recharge.
of Galanor is fun as fuck.
And especially with Blade, it's like unlimited recharge.
Yeah.
Is what I witnessed.
The only thing that sucks though is that like I really like using Stompies more just because it makes you faster, it jumps higher.
Yeah.
So I'm so used to the mobility that I have for hunters that whenever I go back to Shards of Galanor, my mobility is not nearly as fast or as agile as as Stompies would make me. So I'm just like, fuck, like I have to play differently because like
I still need to work on my hunter, especially collecting stuff, because the only thing I remember having is Lucky Pants. That's it.
Lucky Pants is good for like pretty much any hand cannon, but like it's like
That's it.
Like I haven't used it in a very long time. They look cool, but it's one of those exotics that was kind of like left in the dust.
Yeah. But I have so many for Warlock, it's ridiculous. Like, I have Starfire Protocol, I have Wings of the Sacred Dawn.
I have that one too.
The Stag.
So there's this one exotic for Warlock that I have. Forgot what it's called, but it's basically like it has to do with Well of Radiance. I haven't used it much. I don't know if do you have some of the list?
I'm looking it up right now, but like exotic weapon list. And
It's basically for Well of Radiance. It's like a healer.
I know which one you're talking
build.
about. It's bothering me that I forgot.
It's like orange-y sort of. I don't know. I forget. I have not played my Warlock in quite a while.
Then I have the Vampire Greaves, like I discussed earlier.
Oh yeah.
Where basically you hit somebody and you revive, or like you gain health for meleeing somebody, and I would just beat the shit out of anybody.
That's the thing about Warlocks. They They got the magic touch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They are the magic boys after all, but
Yeah. Throw his hands around.
but that's why they're so fucking cool. Like warlocks are really cool. I just like
There's
I
no
don't know
love.
what it is.
There's not
There's
enough
not a love. There's not a lot of love with them, and like I sometimes like struggle with warlocks, like at least in Crucible, because I'm just like, dude, like, you're so slow. Like why are you butterfly gliding away? Like when you could just like dodge away. So that's why I just play my hunter.
I mean, if you're Voidwalker, you can teleport, but I hate the teleporting.
I do not do that shit.
Like
Screw
I'm
that.
I'm afraid I will fall off a cliff, and it would be.
That's another thing. I remember when hunters used to have that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, in Destiny 1.
That's why.
That was awful. I never used that. But
We got a comment from Disco Dude in the chat. I'm at work, but I just wanted to say hi. Shout out
hi.
to you, Disco Dude.
what's up?
Oh hi, my dude.
But yeah, no, Destiny got so much. Like I don't even want to talk about the lore because I could be here all day. But in terms of at least some other exotics, my favorite like weapons, my favorite is Malfeasance. That
Oh, yeah.
weapon. Like it's very underrated and it's not the best exotic in the game. Like I can admit that. But ever since I got in it, it's the only weapon that I've been using. Like the only exotic that I've been using, like over and over for every situation. Whether it's like Gambit, Crucible, Dungeon, raids. Like I've used it for all, and it works for me. Like some people may not like it, whatever. I don't care. I like to carry it around. And like some people are like, "Oh shit, you're using Malfeasance?" Like yeah, I'm using Malfeasance. It's fucking dope.
It is. Malfeasance is really dope.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Ace of Spades not too bad. I do enjoy Sunshot.
I have Ace of Spades on my Titan.
I have it for my Hunter.
Yeah. Whenever I want to be not so toxic and actually play fair, I'll use Ace of Spades. And I've also been using no, I haven't been using it in a while, but I want to start using it more. The Dead Man's Tale.
Oh, I remember that.
That thing's a beast. Best scout rifle in the game right now. So
You know, I feel like doing this for shits and giggles, but I'm gonna pull a U Silverback.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. Marasov, Hawthorne, Amanda Holiday.
Fuck America.
I feel like watching the world burn. I've never done this.
fuck, marry, kill. Who was it? Amanda Holiday, Hawthorne, and
Marasov.
Marasov.
The Awaken, basically.
Kill Hawthorne.
Damn.
Fuck Amanda Holiday and marry Marasov.
Okay.
That was so fast. Holy shit. That's fast anyone has done it.
Just because, like,
Amanda Holiday is bae. Like,
she is bae.
but Hawthorne, like,
But
yeah.
she's, like, barely ever there. So it's like, alright.
She's just standing
fuck you,
there.
then leave.
Fine.
But Marasov, she's, like, a queen. She has so
Yes,
much
you
power.
got that right.
If you marry her, you could basically just be like, hey,
I like your way of thinking. Holy shit.
like, can I, borrow some of that power to, like, do some stupid shit? And she's like, no, you can't do that.
Kill
like,
your brother
that's
again.
irresponsible.
Kill your
And like,
brother.
oh, but I can, give you that D.
Kill.
Like, all right, I got you.
I'll kill your. I'll kill your fucking brother again.
So yeah,
Bitch.
Marisol for sure. Actually, I would prefer to marry the stranger.
Wow, I did not think that far ahead of the game.
Yes.
Wow, you're already on step.
Okay.
Hey man, androids be hitting different.
All right, Krillin. Fucking Krillin right now.
Like, I simp for the stranger. Like, you could ask my girl. Her and I are like, anytime we play and we have to go to Europa and we have to talk to the stranger, we're just like checking her out the whole time. Like, damn, like she's snatched as fuck. Like,
Holy shit.
I love the stranger. She's badass. So yeah,
Oh my
if I
god.
had to choose between Marosov and the stranger, I'd pick the stranger.
I think we all would.
Yeah.
Krillin is here.
Hey man, androids. You know
I
how
mean,
feel about
you're not
androids.
wrong. I am like.
You know how I feel about androids.
Yes.
2B. God,
To be or not to be, that is the question.
I love 2B so much.
Who doesn't?
I'm not gonna get into that right now. But
Oh no.
You guys know.
Yes, we do. Man of culture.
Oh yeah. All right. Moving on to our next topic. Toxicity in gaming.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
This is almost every couple episodes, and I love it.
The toxicity in gaming. Honestly, I feel like I'll just start it off. Honestly, when it comes to the toxicity of gaming, I bring it down to these 3 categories. One of it being immaturity, the second one, lack of integrity, and the last one, entitlement.
Oh my gosh. I love how Gabe is like, you want toxicity in games? Play League of Legends.
I don't even.
I'll fucking agree.
League,
I agree, Gabe. I agree.
I don't even play League. I will say though about League, it's like the characters are pretty, like the designs and stuff like that.
They take their time.
I cannot play League. I hate that overhead view game.
The inner ADHD in me just says no.
I don't know why. But toxicity. I mean, I mostly hear toxicity from like girls, like gamer girls.
Yeah.
It sucks. It does.
Yes, it does.
Is there a way around it? Yes. Ignore it. It's pretty simple.
Xbox, you just have a party by yourself.
I mean, so whenever I hear like toxicity about like from girls, you know, like, oh, guys saying like horrible things or whatever. Like, look, majority of gamers are guys, right?
Yeah.
Or I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
You're right. You're right. Majority of gamers are guys.
It's ratioed that way.
So when guys are like together, we say shit.
Yes.
Like, we're just constantly
we've all said some crazy
roasting
shit.
each other, talking mad shit, and even most of the time it's not even like fighting.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah, we banter.
But whenever you put a girl in there, it's not like there's nothing wrong with it. There really isn't. Because I've been in parties where like there are girls in like, and we all talk shit together, and like there's no problem. Like, but when it comes to like some guys saying like out of pocket things to girls in game, most of the time, yes, it's like a sick joke, whatever. Other times, you just know that these guys are just angry loners that just can't get girls, and they just kind of lash out at whatever,
League of Legends players.
League of Legends players be talking shit to all these girls that are playing. Don't fucking know why.
I would offend and easily say Smash community, but that's way too broad.
Well, I don't know much about the Smash community. I can't really say much about that. But, and I honestly, I don't know much about the League community either. But
it's toxic, and that's good.
I have heard some things.
Think of it like Overwatch, but worse.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's like from my experience. Honestly, I've never really experienced much toxicity other than like people getting offended by stupid fucking things. Obviously, people nowadays would not survive a freaking like Xbox 360 live party.
Nobody would in Modern Warfare 2. Forget
Modern
it.
Warfare 2, like, look, man. Like, like I said earlier, I didn't play a lot of Call of Duty on the 360. But I have been in those parties before.
Bless your soul.
I have heard it.
16 people yelling at each other.
Yeah, it's fun. I miss it.
So funny.
I miss it a lot. It was a lot of fun. But nowadays, man, motherfuckers would not.
No one's ready.
Oh my god, he said that. Ready. Oh my god, like I need
cancel
him. Cancel him now.
I will say this though, like if people think that trash talking was really bad in Modern Warfare 2, I would say that's when it got to its highest. But it really, really started. Like if you want to go like historical wise, it really started to take off during the Halo 3 days because
oh my god,
it started there because And I wanted to save this for. I mean, I'll save that story for You Had to Be There, which is another segment that we'll have later on in the podcast. But I will say this: when trash talking started getting bad, keywords started to get bad during the Halo 3 days. Because if you played Halo 3 when it came out for the Xbox 360, it was a requirement. Requirement. You were mandatory required to have a headset, an Xbox Live, and Halo 3. Those were your requirements. Those were your requirements.
If you didn't have it, you
missed out.
Yeah.
You missed out.
Mostly because you can have Xbox Live and you can have a headset, but if you don't have the headset in a party, you're practically going to hear your TV full of yelling.
Your whole TV just like
of all screaming.
You hear the freaking.
I did that once. My mom looks back
someone's
like the
dog
hell's
barking, like someone's parents fucking having a divorce. In
the
background.
smoke detector going off,
like
or someone's dog's just barking in the corner.
Yeah, like you just hear everything.
Or kids just crying.
Everyone's life story, just all in one party chat. It was beautiful.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
yeah, this is like a confession. An
way
online
back
confessional.
then, when online gaming started to become a popular thing, the trash talking back then. If you thought now is bad, it was far worse. I mean,
I miss it.
Far worse. Like, it was either you muted everybody in the lobby because you ain't wanted to talk, you ain't wanted to hear all of that commotion and nonsense or whatnot, or you starting to trash talk back to them or whatnot. And Halo 3, bruh,
Halo 3,
Slayer.
Halo 3 was where
big team
you learned to backtalk. That's where people learn to backtalk.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like,
and then when Modern Warfare 2 came out and dropped, and that's when it started to go even up higher.
Oh my god, rip to those servers. Rip to those servers. I'm thinking about it too.
Yeah. Halo 3 paved the way. Modern Warfare just
took it to another level.
Yeah.
Halo 3 strut so Modern Warfare could run.
Basically. Give them an inch, they want to take the mile. Basically.
No,
but that's basically what happened. And I miss those days. They were really fun.
They're hidden
really
in certain
fun.
games. I can't wait for Battlefield if it has that open chat. You know how funny that will be.
It would be hilarious. But at the same time, it's like, in our generation society, some people are gonna take offense to it or try to report you. I'll say this: like, as much toxicity I've experienced in online gaming, I have never reported anybody. Reason being is because they're only going to be in that lobby for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
If anything, they'll end up leaving, or you'll end up leaving, going to another lobby. It's only going to be a temporary thing.
Yep.
And that's the thing a lot of people don't understand and realize is that when you are experiencing that toxicity online, it's temporary. It's not going to continue every single day, Because eventually that person's going to leave the lobby, or you'll end up leaving the lobby, and it'll be done.
Oh.
You move on. But if it's that bad, like, the only way it can get bad or worse is, one, if the person is constantly messaging you every day. Now, at this point, it's just like, all right, bro, you need to stop. Let me go ahead and block you.
Yeah.
And if it gets too serious to the point where they're putting out your legal information, they're doxing you, or worse, swatting, that's when it's like, all right, now this shit's taking too far. But when it's just trash talk, just keep it there.
Yeah.
Just keep at the trash talk, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's temporary because however long you're playing the game, that's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I just love counters, like full-on counters. Someone can come back at a time. Because I think we were talking about Mortal Kombat 11. And I think I joined it with my buddy TS Cosplay and Lazy Pool. We were in a King of the Hill lobby. Mm-hmm. And one guy had these very offensive names for some people. For Noob Saibot or everything, some are racist. We kicked the shit out of him. He's like, y'all are faggots. And I left. I'm just like, I prefer to be called pansexual, cunt, and I just leave. I'm not even pansexual. I just want to mess with him. So,
nah, people. That's another thing. Like when it comes to offensive names, I don't take offense to it because whatever. But I know that there's people out there that take offense to names like that, but it's just too easy to just block that person. It's too easy.
It is way too easy. We like to make people suffer.
When you gotta make a whole post about it.
That's too much.
Oh, look at this person. They got this name. Oh, look at their clan. I've seen it all over Twitter.
Yeah.
People posting on Destiny, some person had like a really stupid clan name. I forgot what it was called, but a lot of people were offended. I'm just like, dude, just block.
Yeah.
Like
It's
everyone's
simple.
like a whole ass Twitter thread, like, oh my god, these people this, these people that, like, oh, this name, like, yes.
It's like people find
The
the
name
IP
offends
address.
you. We get it. Like, all right, just move on.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not the fucking end of the world.
Oh, I know. We just taught this poor man a lesson. He tried spamming, we just kicked the shit out of him. All of us individually.
But it's shit like that. Like, toxicity goes, I think, both ways in the sense of, yes, there's people that are out of pocket, say a lot of crazy shit, but also the ones who are trying to, like, you know, seem like the good guys.
But low-key, they're...
When low-key, it's like, dude, I know damn well in that party chat,
You're
say
a
some shit.
goddamn anime villain,
Yeah,
bitch.
like, don't even... Like,
Yeah, those people don't have integrity.
exactly, yeah. Like you
No
said,
integrity.
integrity. Like,
No class, as you
like,
would say.
who... Like, why? Like, oh, okay, so your clan doesn't have an offensive name, so you want to out this other clan that has an offensive name just to make yourself look fucking cool. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. You know, some offensive names are pretty out of pocket, whatever. You know, they'll get banned or whatever, but don't act like you're a saint, man. Like
Yeah.
that's the main thing I
If
can't stand.
you're
about.
online doing multiplayer competitive, we are not saints.
No one's a fucking saint.
No,
Like,
listen.
everyone talks shit. Everyone says
I am a king of
everything.
talking shit.
like don't even with that crap, because I can't stand people who just
No.
fake it.
Yeah. They don't have any integrity. They want to appear like they're the good guys. They're always the ones doing right. But when they're not being streamed, or if they're not playing on their main account, then they're being toxic as hell on their secondary accounts. And you know, they can get away with it because, hey, we live in an age and era where you can have multiple online gaming accounts, and your main one, which is your popular one where people know you by, of course, you're trying to keep your image and your persona on that one, but all your other burner accounts, yeah, you can be as toxic as you want. That's when I have an issue with that person, because it's
Agreed.
like, you have no integrity, just stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
And I say it all the time that I stay true to myself, whether I'm streaming where people can see me or when I'm not streaming. I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to talk shit if I want to. Most of the times, it's like, hell, most of the times I don't even talk shit as much. If anything, I just curse and yell at the person, or I just say or I'm just cursing at them, especially when it comes to fighters where they're playing cheap and whatnot. And then I start calling them a bitch. I call them a hoe. And like, if you see my Mortal Kombat streams, you've seen my Tekken streams where I play ranked. Then you know the kind of person that I am.
I watched all of it. I'm like, this is accurate.
Or when people, or my favorite one is when I play Tekken and the person who keeps ducking and dodging you beat his ass, and then they end up leaving, or they rage quit.
Yeah.
Because you're beating their ass or whatnot. I'm like, bro, you a bitch. Like, why the hell you leave?
See, I know I got my ass kicked by Tekken. I got perfect, and it was clipped and everything. I'm like, well played. I was clapping to that shit.
Yeah, the FGC game, yeah, he knows. The one guy that keep ducking and dodging us and whatnot, thinking that, oh, he's equal to me, and then I beat his ass, and then he just leaves the lobby and whatnot. I'm like, bro, you a bitch.
You're like, no, you know your place, fool.
I'm like, you a bitch. You thought you
went
was
souping on the man.
Like, bro, you thought you was equal to me? No, I got better, which is something that you need to do. Get good, fucking scrub.
Fucking scrubbing. I almost had the inner New York came out of me when I joined your Mortal Kombat stream, because this guy called me dog water for being a level 1, trying to be in this King of the Hill lobby with you. And then, like, I respond, I'm like, yo, I prefer pussy water from your mother. I was about to say that, but he left. I held back so much.
No, when I game, I say shit that I will not say here because it's bad. But that's just like, it's that rage when you just get annoyed. Like, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like, you know, PvP. It can even be PvE. Like, you're just trying to get through this level, you just can't do it, and you're just like.
Oh, that's me in Dark Souls or any Souls game.
So you're just like there, just saying the.
Oh, me and
like,
Guilty Gear
god-awful
as
things.
of recently.
And like, It is what it is. You like gaming is like something that you use to have fun, release stress, stuff like that. Even if gaming causes you stress, you just fucking yell shit.
Yeah.
And whatever, like you move on with your day. It's not something that completely defines you as a person. Like the things that you say, they're stupid. But it's just in the moment.
But it's not going to be scarred or anything else, or no one's going to get any
like,
trauma unless you're like very fucking sensitive. But
yeah, like he's just, I don't know. People need to realize
it's literally a game.
It's that it's just a game. If you get mad and you say shit, no one's gonna fucking. There's people out there that'll get mad. It's like, oh, you said this. Like, shut up. You fucking say shit too, man. Like, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Like we all say it. Just own up to it. Like, obviously, don't say it out in public where like the whole world can hear you.
I mean, that's the problem.
That's another problem. Those are just people that are like, you're just trying to be funny, but you're not.
Yeah. Filthy Frank was already dead a while ago. We can't bring him back.
I love Filthy Frank.
I did too.
Same.
I miss Filthy Frank.
But some people try to
bring him back, please. But
mentally destroy Joe J again.
just people just need to be okay with everyone just saying whatever the hell comes up in their mind. Like that one time that PewDiePie got canceled for saying that word.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, dude, it's a game.
Literally.
But I know it was in a stream, and like that's kind of a big deal, especially like someone like someone of his caliber, just like huge streamer, huge YouTuber or whatever. But at the same time, it's like that shows he's a gamer.
Yeah.
That's how gamers are.
Yes.
No, we're not fucked up people. No, we're not racist. No, we're not sexist. No, we're not this or that. Yeah, whatever. Like, there are some people that are actually
that's just
like
the individual itself,
but it's
not
like
the whole community.
when someone's playing and you're pissed off, you're gonna say something. Like, get over it. Because everyone says it. And if if someone sits here on this table in front of me and says that they never do that, they're fucking lying to me.
Dead ass, like literally.
Like, just shut up with that crap. You're liar. Integrity.
Yeah, first off, Gabe, we don't talk about your Potemkin when I played against you. And then I agree with Shoro.
Go ahead.
I agree with Shoro, where he says, all I gotta say is, you can't take the heat of shit talking. You don't belong online. Stick to single player games.
Exactly.
He is on to that. He is on.
Just don't even play. Or just play by yourself. Be a loner.
And then we have Gabe and Shoro talking about tourneys. Definitely agree. I know he mentioned the Mortal Kombat that one time he went up against him when he was Sub-Zero.
Oh yeah,
that was the funniest shit, AJ.
Oh yeah, when Gabe was on like slightly trash talking me when we was playing Mortal Kombat or whatnot, and then he ended up losing.
The teabagging is what happened.
And then I gave him the Shao Kahn treatment. It's just like, because I was like, because I knew what he was doing. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right. All right. I just want to see how you're gonna feel after I beat you or whatnot. And yeah,
the pressure, man. Like everyone was around. Like we all circled that corner, and we were screaming. We were hyped for.
And I won that, and I won that match. So
So when it comes to like, being competitive and stuff like that, I try to avoid that.
I have no inch of competitiveness.
Like game tournaments, I try to avoid them because I get so competitive that I'm just like, I can't do this. Now I will say, if it was like a Destiny tournament, don't even bother. But just any other game, like I don't know, Smash or whatever, like or
ripped to me last 2 weeks ago.
Kombat, like I'll participate, but like I'm not gonna go any further than like 2 rounds, cause like if I really get into it and then someone starts trash talking me and they're actually beating my ass, I'll be like, I'm about to beat your ass for real. so that's why
I'm about to beat your ass for real.
I try to avoid like I like watching tournaments, people getting hyped and whatever like.
These hands are ready to eat for everyone.
Yeah, me like in an actual tournament, I'm like, I don't know, man.
Oh my!
It depends on the game.
Bro, I got my ass handed to in Smash.
Just do not join the South Florida Smash scene. Cause
No.
No. You will get stressed the fuck out.
Go the fuck home if you want to go play Smash.
Like, so with Smash, like, I'm very casual with Smash.
Same.
I don't have, I don't have a Switch. I don't play it religiously, but I have fun whenever I do play it.
Yeah.
Because usually when I do play it, it's with other people that don't play it as much. So we're all kind of at the same level.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
But when you go off against someone that, like,
Plays competitively.
breathes that shit.
I don't want to talk
all
about
the
my
time.
experience. Actually, I'll gladly talk about my experience. I got my ass handed to.
Oh yeah, when Waluigi came for one of those
I
Smash
was
tournaments.
so funny. Like, there was no mercy. I wasn't even know who I went up against. But the funniest thing was I brought my Switch, but I forgot to bring a controller. I'm like, you know what? This is for Etika. I just took out the Joy-Con and I got my ass handed to in style.
With Smash,
Dead ass chat.
I just like to keep it casual, just have fun. But I was in one Smash tournament. Wasn't really like an actual real tournament, but like I went off against someone who like lives and breathes that game, and I tried my best. I always pick Link. Like I'm always gonna go with Link. So I tried my best. Got railed. I did get in a few kills though.
Nice.
Which I was surprised. I'm like, how much do you play this game? He's like, I play it all the time. I'm like, and I killed you twice. Like I was like, that's a win for me, bro. Like you won, but like I won, cause I don't know. I was pretty impressed, but I still got like completely ass handed to me. But if it was those, I don't know. I can't be in those tournaments. I'll lose my shit.
Oh my god.
And then earlier I did mention entitlement, because you do have those entitled players in the gaming community
Yeah.
that feel like, oh, you're not doing things a certain way. You should be doing it this way. You should be doing it that way. This game is good. That like it is 2021. Why the fuck are we still talking about?
Is that gatekeeping? Like that's a level of like.
In a sense.
In a sense, but it's like
It's very subtle.
I'm just like, why are we still going about which console is better, Xbox or PS5? Like the whole console
Like,
war
bitch, we
shit.
just
I'm
played
like,
a
I don't even talk
I'm like,
about that shit anymore.
I'm like, it was fun back in the PS3, Xbox 360 days, but
Oh yeah.
we had PS5 and Xbox Series
And
now.
then we
Like,
have
leave that shit in the back or whatnot, and like you'll have people just defend things like that. Like, bro, it's just a game console.
And then you have PC players, so.
And then you have, of course, the
don't even
PC.
get me started with PC. Look,
Go ahead.
I
We're
like
here.
PC.
We're here.
I like PC. I don't have one. Like I played on a PC. They're cool. Whatever. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. They're all the same shit.
Honestly.
They're all the same shit. Like okay, fucking PC has what?
Better performance.
Better performance.
Better visuals or whatnot.
And then just game point and click basically.
Yeah, but like it's all the same thing at the end. It's the gaming experience.
Yeah.
I prefer console because that's just what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Like I
It's simpler.
eventually I'll probably get a PC just because I don't know. Just to have
I
one.
just have this
Yeah.
this laptop.
But it's all the same shit. You know, PC gamers.
The entitlement is
They're-
really
Some of them,
strong
not all
with
of
them.
them,
But not
some of them
all.
are just like, oh my god, okay, bro, like you play on a PC, cool.
I'm
like,
laughing
you
at
have
have money.
So I'm laughing at this comment of one of our very sus moderators. It's like not the host fighting over a router in a fridge.
I mean, like I said, they're all the same shit.
They really
Yeah.
are.
Like, there's a reason why they still make these consoles.
Yeah. It sells.
That is true.
It's basically one big ass computer. You just plug it into your TV.
Yeah, there was one way.
Except it just can't do many of the things a computer could do other
Yeah.
than just...
Actually, there is a way. There is a
it's-
fucking way.
It's more of a convenient way to just plug and play. That's it.
Exactly.
That's all you need it for.
And that's fine with me. I just like to plug and play because I can't sit down like a whole, even though I do this in my barracks room, but I can't sit down and play like every single day. Like if it's like a whole week straight, I'll lose my mind. I'll be like, yeah, no, I can't do this. But entitlement,
shit.
that shit needs to go.
Same thing with immaturity as well, because they kind of go hand in hand.
Agreed.
And it's just like, bro, like you are in your late 20s, early 30s, and you're still going on about this whole console war shit. PC's better than console, and not like, bro, grow the fuck up.
Just play what you have. It's simple.
Yeah, just grow up. Like,
just play.
There's
like I have a gaming PC, not just one. I have 3 gaming PCs, and I still play on console.
Yeah, that's
because it's convenient for me. I play what's convenient for me.
Yeah.
And it's not killing my gaming experience. Like, if I wanted to play games on the PC or whatnot, I would. I don't care for it. I have one. I just, for certain games, I'll play it on PC because of, mod support or better performance. But other than that, if it's on the PS5, I'm getting it on the PS5 because I like my console.
And honestly, that's for anything, not just gaming. Like, obviously, this is a whole different conversation, but it's with everything aside from gaming. Like, entitlement alone needs to go.
Yeah,
like experience seriously. Is one thing, but entitlement shouldn't be one at all.
Yeah,
because we've all played games for X amount of time, but it doesn't mean we're masters of it or anything of that sort.
Fuck no, I still suck at certain games.
Oh yeah, I do too.
So
I suck at Smash, and I probably won't get better, just because it's not my style of gaming.
And the same 3 traits that I've mentioned can be applied to other communities, like the cosplay community, which we won't get into. Maybe we'll save that for Otakus of South Florida episode. Possibly. We'll save that for that because I know we have much to say on that one. But
I have
so
much to say about that.
Yeah, we need you on another episode.
Yeah, I'll be here for that episode.
Oh yeah, but other than that, man, like the toxicity in gaming. Can it get better? Yeah, it can get better. It can get better. As anything in life. It's just those 3 main traits. Immaturity. People grow up. Entitlement. Like, you are not the person. You are not the person. Like, who died and made you in charge of everything gaming? Like, stop it. Like, let people enjoy whatever the fuck that they want. Like, stop being entitled.
It's like with Mortal Kombat. It's not like you're fishing with Ed Boon or anything. Just sit the fuck down.
Yeah, literally. And then, of course, last but not least, the lack of integrity. Like, just be yourself. Be yourself. If you're a toxic person on online gaming, fine. Okay? I'm not saying you shouldn't be toxic. Yeah. I mean, if anything, if it's just trash talking, just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But as long as you're not doxing people or you're swatting them or trying to meet them up in the real life or whatnot, where you can actually do physical harm to somebody in the real, as long as it doesn't escalate to that point and you just leave it at trash talking, it is what it is.
And honestly, kind of going on to streamers.
Ooh.
I think streamers should be okay with just trash talking. A lot of them, I don't see a lot of them doing that shit. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's streamers out there that have a huge platform.
I love the stream sniper specifically.
Yeah, but I think it would be more interesting if streamers would just be themselves, be trash talking.
No, they're not,
or whatever. But I feel like
it'll cost them money to be themselves, so they have to put on an act, so that way they don't piss off their sponsors and their advertisers and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, they're all they're chasing the bag too, so they have to play it safe and nice, and that's when problems will occur. Because I've seen this happen with Ninja. Where everyone, a lot of people know Ninja for being really toxic, and then especially on Fortnite, and when he tried to get away from that, you can kind of see him breaking, you're trying to be this PG-13 guy. It's bro, that's not you. Integrity, people. Integrity matters. Be the person that people followed you for. If you were this toxic guy screaming in the mic and talking shit, whatnot, be that and let that be your selling point.
That's why, if I'm not saying I'm gonna do this, but if I were to ever stream, first of all, I feel like I wouldn't last that long because I talk so much shit. But I mean, would I do it just for fun? If people watch it, I don't really care. But I say a lot of shit. But I just feel like it's more genuine that way. People, when they actually when they're not putting on like a mask, and they're just like, you know, actually being themselves. Like, oh, well, fuck this game, or like, oh, well, fuck you, or this and that. Typical trash talk. Like, I feel like it's more genuine than just like, oh, all right, well, let's go chase this. I don't fucking know what they call it in Minecraft. I don't even play that shit. But let's go chase this thing around or whatever. I don't know. It's like, bro, I want to see more of you. Like, I'm watching you, not the actual game. Yes, I'm watching the gameplay, but I kind of want to watch your reaction. I want to see some like, oh my god, this is.
I feel like this
so
is one of my
cool,
best
guys.
Waluigi moments. But I remember Silverback Senpai joining my Red Dead Redemption stream, and my friends are on a different subject. I'm talking about my character. I named him Two Chimes because I got inspired in high school. Hold on. I made a whole poem, and it turned into a rap in my junior year of high school of a Native American that fought Mike Tyson.
What the fuck?
I was bored as fuck, and I wanted an A, goddammit, and I got it.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, he fought Mike Tyson to free his native land.
Oh my god. No.
Like, that is naturally me at its finest.
But yeah.
Coven says he's gonna start streaming when the OnlyFans pops off. You know, that's an interesting.
What?
You're gonna start streaming when OnlyFans pops off. You know, the thing about that is the fact that here's the thing that people don't understand and realize about OnlyFans, other than the fact that it is just a porn site or whatnot at this point. But here's the thing, though. Even the people who are in charge of it, when I look at their ads or whatnot or their advertisement, you don't see them promoting that stuff. They're promoting stuff like, like stuff from celebrities or very well-known public figures. But here's the thing, though. You can stream on OnlyFans. There is no filter. There is no filter. You can stream on it, and there's no filter. And you can do it for free. Think about that. It's like, if you want to post some offensive content, that is the place.
I can finally stream shirtless.
That is the place. People do not realize that about OnlyFans is the fact that you can put up offensive content on that site, and not just the porn. You can put up offensive content on that site. You can stream on it, and you can do it for free.
I can be finally shirtless, comfortable in the stream, or we can finally do a hot tub edition. I've always wanted to do a hot tub.
Kobe says no filter. The Insta host in shambles.
Yeah.
Why is that so?
That'll be the end of their fucking career.
All right. I'm definitely want to get the hot tub stream going.
Because if you start, as we all know, like, you can't post offensive content on Facebook. You can't do it on YouTube, especially on YouTube, because they'll just demonetize you. Yeah. Twitch is another one. You have OnlyFans.
Coven's calling me out. I feel attacked.
You have OnlyFans, so
I feel called out.
If you want to post offensive content for free and stream it, OnlyFans is your site.
Noted.
Because what people don't realize is that, and I'll say this, there's no algorithm yet.
Yet.
So it would be wise to take advantage of that situation. Make a name for yourself if you really want to try to get that bag.
Yeah, Coven's calling me out because I didn't use my face cam, but I'm just too lazy to show my Connect.
So basically, you just have like a gaming stream OnlyFans, like just
of actual OnlyFans,
and then
that makes sense. No simps. Actually, simps would be fine.
Because if you're posting a bunch of offensive stuff, or you're just saying a bunch of, like, if we're gonna be toxic on gaming and we can just say whatever the hell that we want, why not do it there?
And think of it this way: if someone decides to, like, let's say, screen record something that you said, you just be like, "Hey, that's copyrights, bro."
Yeah.
Like you are stealing my content. Like, why? Why did you record that?
Terry saying, "Are you saying the multi-stream now extends into OnlyFans?"
Terry!
Nah. For me, since I multi-stream, would I multi-stream into OnlyFans? No, because I'm on the other 3 platforms, so I have to keep it clean on there. But if I were to do a separate stream,
I'm a free agent. Oh my god!
I'm just saying, people, people don't think about this stuff. Like, if you're a creator, this is something you would think.
It's not a good idea.
We have ideas.
I would say take advantage of it now before it really, really picks up, and they'd be like, all right, now I got to put an algorithm. And by the time they start to be like, all right, now we're going to put an algorithm in, because there is no algorithm on OnlyFans.
Coven said they about to be in the hot tub with pasties. I'm like, no! All natural, bitch. Free the nips.
Free the nips. Hashtag.
The Switch would instantly ban us.
So, guys, if you want to stream, shirtless or whatnot, you can do so.
I know. I might actually use a face cam.
Don't people already do that on Twitch or something?
They can't. For guys, no.
Oh,
we can't do it.
Of course, guys can't fucking do it.
Women, nah.
Because
girls could do it.
Well,
they
gotta be covered, of course.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be completely topless. But wait, you said there's no filter on OnlyFans, but there is a filter on Twitch. Can't they just basically do that?
Twitch is very biased.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's very biased. There is a double standard on Twitch, and it's so damn obvious. So, it's like I said before, if you can't do it on the 3 platforms that I mentioned, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, you could damn sure do it on OnlyFans.
We're giving free wisdom out. This time.
There's no algorithm on that site as of yet. Think about it, because if they're trying to get away from the pornography, then that's an opportunity for you to put some offensive content that you couldn't do on other sites. Make a name for yourself on that site.
Isn't OnlyFans starting to stray away from porn now?
Not as of yet, but there are talks of it, because they want to get more money.
So yeah.
I mean, most people just buy a Chick-fil-A sandwich rather than buy someone's OnlyFans, and I say that's a good move.
Terry says South Florida Hot Tub Podcast.
I'm down for this. You have no idea. I want to make some custom trunks too.
Yeah, because I think, I don't know where I read it, but it was something about that people in OnlyFans are starting to do different content that's just, it's not porn at all. It's just their own thing.
I mean, TikTok is one way you can do it.
Oh yeah, TikTok, but
it's stupid.
Well, fuck TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, OnlyFans wants to transition away from it because, hey, we can have a platform where people can just say or do whatever the hell that they want. They would not have to worry about getting their reach go low. Their reach will go low, demonetized, deplatformed, or whatnot.
They could have they could still have all the e-dots doing their porn shit.
Yeah,
but they could just let but I feel like people could just do that now. They could just create an OnlyFans account. I don't know how it works, but
I don't know.
They could create their own OnlyFans account and just post their own content, right? And
but it's got to be good enough to the point where it's not gonna be. It's got to be good enough and controversial enough to the point where you can't have it on these other platforms because they will take it down. Smart. So it's got to be. It's got to be on that kind of level.
That exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why you see people with their percentages, which is really fucking stupid.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe if people are, figure it out.
Top 24% or top 0.01. The fuck does it matter for?
They can, they can kind of put a good name to OnlyFans, where people go there. Oh shit, this guy's OnlyFans. It still sounds weird because the name is tainted.
Yeah,
already it can't get untainted. That's the sad part.
Yeah, it can, but I don't know. Maybe at some point we're he's streaming on his OnlyFans. Yeah, that sounds fucking weird now, but maybe later on it'll be it's normal.
And in our future, it'll probably sound casual, discreetly. But now it's in the making. When people say they have Twitch accounts, they started streaming. It's bizarre.
Fucking casual as hell now. Everyone has a fucking OnlyFans.
That's true. Everyone and their mother does. And their teachers. And the nurses.
How do you know?
And probably preachers.
How do you know?
TikTok.
Oh.
TikTok. Because everyone's oh, hey, I'm a mother of 3. Follow my OnlyFans. Or here's my link to my exclusives.
Yeah, That's
Of course I'm gonna know.
TikTok is just as cancerous as Twitter.
It is. I just use it for anime or recipes for food.
I'm barely ever on TikTok.
I'm on it at least once every maybe a day for like less than an hour if I'm really fucking bored.
Yeah, I can't be scrolling.
Coven, I am not going to do no such thing like that. Stop the cap.
No, this man's gonna be working on Bob because we're going to CEO. Oh yeah, did we announce that? Did you announce that?
Oh yeah, I did not announce it. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to our next topic, myself and my co-host Waluigi, we will be going to CEO this year to compete in Tekken 7 and Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, he talked me into it because we're a dynamic duo. We had to do this shit together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's probably gonna be a lot of chaos.
Yes.
A lot of fucking chaos.
Oh yeah.
That I might not be sober enough for.
And speaking of Mortal Kombat 11, we can get on our next topic. Mortal Kombat 11 is pretty much done. Like, done. Time to move on to
rest in peace.
Yeah, time to move on to another game. Came out in a recent NetherRealm tweet saying that, after 2 years of supporting the game, it's time to move on to their next game, their next project. So if those who were waiting for another combat pack or more DLC for
The Spanish came out of that one. He about to start baking and call it only flans. Only flans.
and pretty much, yeah, no more DLC for Mortal Kombat. No
That
more.
sucks.
Yeah, no more. It's done. Mortal Kombat 11 is officially done. Like, I even look at it like when you compare it to other fighters that they're still getting DLC and still some support of the game. Yeah, they're still gonna go on, but Mortal Kombat is completely done. And I'm just like, even still to this day, I felt like Mortal Kombat 11.
They could have done better.
They could have done better, and they could have do more with the game because the game still has more life to continue to keep giving.
But they kind of just cut it a little bit too early because the game came out in 2019.
No, it came out in 2018.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know if it was 2018 or 2019.
I think it was 20. I thought it was 2019 for some reason.
Let me look it up. MK11 came out in March 2019.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you were right.
Yeah, so a game less than 3 years old that's just discontinuing stuff right off the bat because all they show for Combat League are specific skins.
Yeah.
Or like copies. And it's kind of bullshit, honestly.
Yeah, like I wanted more for the game. Like the whole skin thing was
It was really stupid.
It was stupid.
It's the equivalent of Fortnite with their bullshit.
Yeah, like all these different color palette swaps and whatnot. Like I look at MKX, like their skins were good.
Oh yeah, there's diversity.
MKX skins were good, and it was like
Diversity at its finest.
diverse, and it was like true to the character. Versus MK11 is just, hey, you can have Scorpion wearing red, you can have Scorpion wearing blue, you can have Scorpion wearing so many different colors, and it's just like, why?
And then you see like exclusives, like when they had a promotion of DC, you see Kano and Cyborg armor where he's covered completely. They have like a black one, they have like a silver one. Yeah,
Well, like I said, I never played this game, but
Don't
that sounds
you worry.
kind of funky.
it was.
Yeah.
So
Then it had Cassie
you said
Cage.
Scorpion was like red and blue.
Yeah, like
so basically like Ermac and
like
Sub-Zero.
looking like them, but it's like he's still Scorpion.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the fact how they have certain characters in the game, like in the main game story mode, but they were not playable characters like Sector and Cyrax, and they look so
God.
good. Like in
I was so
MK11,
pissed.
Sector and Cyrax look so good, but they were not playable characters.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I was so upset when they didn't show that.
That's stupid.
and then of course with the whole like resetting the whole timeline again, like okay, now we have to fix the timeline. They brought back Shang Tsung, they brought back Nightwolf, they brought back Fujin. Okay, so what about these other characters that were in MKX or even MK9 that y'all could have brought back?
Like Boraicho, Takeda Takahashi.
Like Smoke and whatnot, and
Smoke never came back.
Smoke never came back.
No.
But Rain did. Which
Rain came
I heard
back.
Rain is
He was
he looks so much sicker.
like they showed Rain in MKX,
But
but he
really-
wasn't playable.
You just fought against him, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was very limited. Like
Like
one
even,
fight.
bro, even with MKX, now that I think about it, like they could have just continued off of MKX.
But they had like a time gap.
Yeah.
Which is every Mortal Kombat.
And I honestly think COVID had to do something to do with giving more life to Mortal Kombat 11, but since COVID happened and made things a lot difficult,
So, the timeline in 11,
Yes.
is it like
It's technically like a good 18 years after Mortal Kombat 9. Because
so it continues off?
Because
the
Cassie
Mortal
Cage is
Kombat
an
9.
adult, and
Yeah.
so is Jackie Briggs.
So it continues off that, like
Yeah.
MK9 storyline.
Because
So,
after
alright, cool.
after Raiden defeated.
MKX and MK11 they weren't 18 years apart.
Oh no, I meant MK9 and MKX.
Oh yeah, MK9,
Because you
MKX.
see an older Jax Briggs, you see an older, you see a more dead Liu Kang, because they show Revenants, and then they show Quan Chi, which I'm glad they got rid of him.
Like I still to this day I do not like the final boss in MK11, which is
Nobody did.
Kronika. Literally the worst boss, and
It was very dry.
They wasted a good opportunity to have Raiden as the main final boss. They wasted that opportunity.
Yeah, that kind of confused me with Dark Raiden.
Because after MKX, Raiden had he had the Jinsei, and then you can see the Jinsei corrupting him. Like Raiden was
Yeah.
becoming a little bit more corrupt.
Yeah, they literally
Like
cut
he
that
was
off.
not the Raiden that we all knew and grew up with. Like he was starting to go a darker path, and then MK11 comes, and
He's
this new bitch shows up, Kronika, and I'm just like, the fuck. And then when you finally get the fight against her, or whatnot, it was just like, it was stupid. Even when they released Aftermath,
Oh god, they didn't really cover up much. They didn't close anything really.
yeah,
There was no
other
closure.
than cool. Y'all made Shang Tsung like
And-
the very final villain, which
And
is,
two endings.
which is okay,
It's not.
But-
it wasn't okay.
but it was like, the best opportunity that they had, they literally wasted it.
Aftermath was
And
better.
when
than
they
the actual
got
story.
rid of Jinsei corrupted Raiden, that's when they wasted their opportunity. Everything else
Yeah,
was just
because
like
Dark Raiden was in the beginning of the story, and then it just
Yeah.
hey, my old self was here.
yeah,
I'm
like
what?
they completely wrote him off, and I was just like, y'all wasted a really good opportunity to continue the story instead of just now we're just gonna fuck with the timeline all over again. And it's like you did that with MK9 already.
Like let it die.
They really
like-
fucked it up.
Like MK9 story was just pretty much, all right, you know what? We fucked up. We're going to try to reshape the timeline all over again so that way it's good. So that way people can follow it from MK9 to MKX to MK11. MKX, good. I love the story of MKX because it was a good sequel to MK9. MKX to MK11, they fucked up.
Bro, they changed the story like 4 to 5 times.
Yeah.
If you think about the original movie from the 90s, then you think about the original Mortal Kombat story, then you think about Mortal Kombat from 9 to 11, and then a new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Now, Liu Kang is the new Elder God, and I'm just like, all right, let's see where they're gonna go with this. But y'all
God
wasted
of
y'all.
Fire and Thunder.
Yeah, like they wasted a good opportunity to show off a corrupted Raiden as the final boss, and you could have just made Liu Kang, of course, the new champion of Earthrealm again. Like I would like to see how that was gonna go because myself, I'm looking at it as, all right, this is gonna be a chance for Liu Kang to try to save Raiden from his corruptive self or stop him because Raiden's slowly becoming a threat, and then y'all remove that potential threat. That could have been a really good one.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was this really like Ermac's look in the game?
I wish it was because it looks
Wait,
so
which one?
dope, but they killed him off.
I would have
They
loved
killed
that.
off Ermac?
They
Yeah.
killed off Ermac.
What?
They killed off Ermac.
Why?
And I'm an Ermac main.
Me
and
too!
I wasn't.
And they killed him off. And I was just like,
So wait, so what are these images then? Is that when he died?
Is that concept art or?
I think it's concept art.
Oh, that's concept art.
Yeah.
Concept art.
Oh, okay.
But that'd be dope.
So he wasn't in the game at all?
No, they just
No.
used his powers with Shang Tsung. Like
Yeah.
how Shang Tsung shapeshifts.
Like if you played the crypt in MK11, you can literally see Ermac falling off of a platform and then just being, killed. and I'm just like, yeah, I couldn't. Yeah,
Why?
why did y'all kill him?
Yeah.
Not because he's my main, but it's just like characters that they didn't bring back. Like they had an opportunity to do something with
Completely
them.
missed it.
Yeah. It was cool to bring back Nightwolf. It was cool to bring back
Melina, everyone cried for.
yeah, everyone bitched and cried.
And I loved how they have a voice line where she said, "Millions of souls has cried for my name." I'm like, she just shit talked everybody.
Yeah.
Reddit had no chill, especially Twitter.
And then I just hope for the next Mortal Kombat game because most likely I'm thinking they're going to either have another Injustice 3, to continue off the story of 2, depending. If they continue off the story of 2, I guess they're going to go with Batman's ending, since they had to send Superman into the dead zone, and Superman says, I'll be back, and Batman says, we'll be ready. But
I gotta finish Injustice 2.
It's so good. The story mode is so good. Really good.
Yeah, I got into it in multiplayer TS cosplay, and then I completely forgot.
Supposedly, I could be wrong. Supposedly,
You're talking about the third one, aren't they?
no, the DC EU next movie is probably gonna be Injustice.
Oh, that would be so good.
If you saw the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League,
Of course I have.
Same here.
I watched it when it first came out.
Twice.
It makes sense. Yeah, me too. It makes sense.
I watched it
Yeah.
once and I caught on to everything.
It makes total sense.
The
Like,
whole
they
apocalypse.
should do that.
The whole apocalypse scenario is going to be wild. I don't think anyone's ready for that.
No one's ready for that.
No.
I'm not even ready for it.
I will dare say it's gonna be way better than whatever fucking Marvel has to offer.
Because-
it really will be.
Because DC always just dishes out bullshit TV shows, but when it comes to the Snyder Cut, shit's going to get real. Because Zack Snyder actually outdid what DC couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
And
Very
added
much
gore.
so.
And fucking added gore to that shit.
Yeah. I just hope with MK12 that
Or they're probably going to change to Mortal Kombat. For some bullshit.
one good story, because 11 was trash overall.
X could have been better, but...
I still say, X could have been better, but it was still good.
It's better than 11.
Yeah, it's way better than 11. And, of course, 9, good. And when it comes to the whole character skin thing, like, please, don't do what y'all did in MK11. Like, please don't. Like, different colors of Scorpion. Like, no. The skins that you had in MK11, go with that. Like,
Then you have augments and pieces of armor, like you have, for
Like,
example,
it was
Scorpion's mask, swords, belt.
I didn't care for none of that crap.
I mean, I was cool with it.
It was cool and interesting in the beginning, but it's just like really, Because it's like when I look at the skins of MKX versus MK11, it's just like it's like a night and day difference. Like you could see the effort that they did with that. Versus
And then you got the mobile version of the game where, like, if you have certain skins from there, you can transfer them on.
yeah, no, ain't nobody got time for that.
I knew some guy who had time for it, and it was terrifying how many skins there were for Aaron Black and Liu Kang.
Like, yeah, skins, and last but not least, all right, two things, last but not least. One, better online, as always,
True.
especially with crossplay. And the second one, for the love of God, do away with the variations. Because, especially in the tournament setting, because, bro,
The custom settings. The custom fucking settings.
Yeah, like in the beginning, before Aftermath, and then of course Ultimate, you only had the selected settings of your variations when you want to play rank. Now you can customize and use any variations that you want. So I was like, what the fuck was the purpose of this?
Because competitive have strictly competitive, and then they loosened it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like why loosen it? Like stick to the shit that works.
Honestly.
Get rid of the variations, because we all know that everyone's gonna go with the variations that most people are familiar with, good with,
Or cheese.
and cheese. Exactly. That's it. Just stick to the simple shit. You had it right with MK9, MKX.
It was acceptable except for, like, playing as Tremor. That's it.
Yeah. MKX, okay, something new. I'll give it a pass. But MK11 is just like, all right, get rid of the fucking variations. Just please, just get the shit out of here.
Honestly, if it's simple like Guilty Gear Tekken, where you have a certain moveset so you can work
Yeah.
with strings, or
Yeah.
even get combo breakers back.
Yes, because bro, rolling out of the combo and you could still get grabbed.
Or even just like an air escape.
Yeah, like you can still get grabbed. Or if they're going to get up and roll, you can still get grabbed. Just get rid of it.
Or possibly get hit with an X-ray or something.
Yeah. Oh, bring back X-rays, please.
Or I'm sorry, killing blow.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
crushing
Wait,
blow,
wait.
fatal blows. Like, get rid of that shit.
Wait, they got rid of X-rays?
They
Yeah.
don't call it X-rays anymore.
They call it crushing blows.
Only if you're like super low on health.
What?
Yeah.
There's crushing blow where, let's just say, if I do an attack and then you'll see them, breaking their bones or whatnot. Like, stick with the X-rays because the X-rays is what made it's your signature. Your signature calling or your signature identity or however you want
That's
to call
why
it.
MK9 is one of the best.
It's
'Cause
simple. Because
they
you
really
put
hit it
work.
off with that. They really hit it off with that.
Even playing as tag team would be dope again.
Yeah.
Bring back tag team like you and I play like together against somebody like where we switch out and we communicate.
Oh, yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah. The next fighting game I'm looking forward to, even though it's more like arena style, Demon Slayer. I'm looking at Giyu hanging up in her stream.
There's a Demon Slayer game going on?
Yeah.
It's like Naruto.
Naruto Storm, if
Yeah.
you're familiar with that, but it's going to be Demon Slayer.
Basically 3D, you fight as Tanjiro, certain demons, Hashi does.
I mean, I guess that's cool.
Like the animation looks very dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
See
expect.
how it goes.
All right. Moving to our next topic. You had to be there. This is going to be a new segment that we're going to start doing for all of our podcast guests,
I like this.
where pretty much you had to be there. It's pretty much there had to be a moment in gaming that you had to be there to experience it. Because for the longest, I'm pretty sure all of us have gaming experiences that we've experienced ourselves in our lives where it was so dope, it was so awesome that it's like, bro, you had to be there to experience this dopeness that happened during this said time frame. And I'm pretty sure all of us here in this round table, we had some experiences where like, bro, you had to be there.
Before I streamed and before, like, we have nostalgia trips.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much like on this. Yeah, it's a nostalgia strip. Like, you just had to be there, man. So I'll go last. I'll start off with Waluigi.
Shit. So, I mean, I have a couple, but I'll start off with my newest one with playing Guilty Gear.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started maining Anji, which is a guy. I mean, some people can call him OnlyFans just because he fights with fans. Get it?
Alright.
So this guy has an ability to dodge certain attacks, and like he spins flamboyantly. So in Guilty Gear, there's basically one of my waifus named Ram Lethal or Ram Lethal.
Ramlethal.
She has big ass swords. She can throw them, and she can also lunge. And then her ultimate ability is either launching someone up or having a laser. So she threw both her swords at me. I spin. She sets up her laser, and I go through it. Boom. Knock that bitch out. I was screaming in my place. There was nobody home, so it made it even better. And I scared the shit out of my dog. He just looked at me like so much hype. The fact that I just got, like, I just want, like, 2-0'd this poor soul that went against me. And I'm trying to compete for Flynn's again when I have time. So, whoever's in Flynn's, watch out for me.
All right, AJ, what about you? What is your experience that, like, yo, you had to be there to experience this?
Alright. I think I have a couple, but one that I'm really remembering now is that one time when I was first playing the Rise of Iron DLC.
Oh, God.
The final mission. Just the music, and I'm pretty sure people watching have played it. If not, I mean, sucks to suck. It was a really awesome mission. But just the music was so hype, and I was there with like two other guys, like my old clan, and we're going at it. We're using these like ginormous like axes.
I remember.
with fire. and
Oh
just,
my God, I can't
stomping
forget.
the ground. It was fucking badass. And then like at the end of it, everything's like blowing up, and we have to like make like an escape, right? So it's like this ginormous room. It's like long bridge, corrupted bridge full of enemies, and you just have to run through all that and just get out of there, right? And like I said, the music was like on point because it was hype as fuck. We're all like on the verge of like we keep dying and then we have to revive and then like keep running and then one of us dies and then just revive again, fighting off all these enemies. And then at the very end, I was like the last guy because they forgot to revive me, so I was like, just keep going, forget me. And then I ended up reviving myself, and I just ran, and like the doors closing.
Oh god, the suspense.
And I did the last dodge, like you know the hunter dodge, like the diving one.
Yeah, the roll.
Yeah, I did that, and then boom, like right as
That's
soon
suspense.
I was like, yeah, dude, it was.
That sounds almost like Indiana Jones just sliding underneath the door and then grabbing the relic.
This was so fucking badass.
That does sound badass.
It was really awesome. That's definitely one of those experiences. Like, you have to be able to see that, especially like, not just from my point of view, but from their point of view, because they recorded it, and they saw me running, the doors closing, and I dodged like right before the door closed. So
that is intense.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those moments like, damn, that happened. It was fun.
With my luck, I probably wouldn't make it because I'm slow as a warlock. I'll be like, bye guys, see you in hell.
Mine's was an old one. Mine's is an old one. This happened back in 2007.
Oh my.
Yeah, when I was I think it was in my senior year of high school. And this was when Halo 3 came out.
Oh no.
I remember this day very, very vividly because on the day that Halo 3 came out, right, half of my high school was gone.
Yeah.
Half of my high school was gone.
Oh, no.
The only people that were there were the girls and some of the guys that either A, they didn't have Halo or an Xbox.
Oh, no.
B, they didn't have any friends that had Halo or Xbox. And C, of course, their parents want to make sure that they're in school or, pursuing their education or blah, 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 blah.
Pursue the education.
But other than that, like, half the school was not there. Like, it was so... I was like, yo, where the hell is everybody at? And I'm just like, oh, Halo 3 came out. That's why I don't see a lot of people. Like, lunchtime... it would be so packed and crowded around the lunch area, and then of course around the social areas where people would like normally hang around and whatnot. The art room was completely empty because that's where a lot of people would go there to game for the 30 to 45 minutes or hour that we had. But I just remember that day, there was like half of the school was not there because everybody that had an Xbox 360, they were home playing Halo 3. One of my friends, he had it. Like, he went to GameStop at midnight release. And he said he has been playing Halo 3 from the time that he got it from GameStop at midnight to 8 in the morning. I heard stories of dudes literally camping out over their buddy's house, bringing their controllers and whatnot, sleeping over, and just playing Halo 3 like completely. They played through the story mode at least 2 or 3 times.
What?
And the final time on Legendary.
Yep.
And they beat it in one day.
What?
Like, you had to be there.
Yeah, that's one of those things that
I've always wanted
you
to
had to be there. Like, you have to be there to experience like the vibe of whenever there's a new game especially when you were in school, when there's like a new game that came out, and then you guys either just cut school for that day, or like you just wait until after school, you play the game, and then the next day everyone comes back, all your buddies get together, like, oh, so like what part are you on? Oh, like oh, I did this, or oh, I'm playing the multiplayer. Like, everyone just talks about that game for weeks on end.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It is. Yeah,
that reminds me of like Black Ops 2.
You had to be there.
Yeah, you had to be there for like Halo 3. Like, when it came out, you literally had to be there to experience it because, bruh, when I say that people were just not at school, like, bro, where the fuck is there? I'm thinking, is it a senior skip day or whatnot? And I was a senior too, and I was like, am I missing something? Nah.
That's freaking cool.
Because me and my friends, we came to school and whatnot, and we were just like, bro, why are we here? We should have just come.
Why do we exist today?
And then, like, I would say, like, a couple of weeks later, then my homeboy, he ended up getting it. Shout out to P Panda. He ended up getting an Xbox 360, and as soon as he got an Xbox 360, he's like, and I got a couple of controllers. Bet all right, we skipping school.
Oh my god, especially doing LAN is awesome. Or if you have more people with more Xboxes in a corner.
My experience similar to that was for Halo Reach. When Halo Reach came out, Halo ODST, it wasn't like that so much because I was in middle school then, so like we kind of couldn't cut school. But Halo Reach, we were all in high school. Oh my god, what a time! Because like we all just either cut school or just went home, started playing it the next day. Everyone is talking about it. Even the teachers were talking about it.
God, I remember playing Halo Reach in middle school.
Who's been playing Halo Reach? It's like everyone just started.
Oh my
Halo
god.
Halo Reach. Bro, for weeks on end, it was.
I tried to grind just to get that samurai sword that you can just put on your back.
In Halo
3, the Hayabusa sword.
Halo, yeah.
Oh, that was Reach. Oh god.
No, Halo 3. I got the whole.
I never
outfit.
got it.
Yeah.
It's dope as fuck. I wish they could bring it back, but they have this new like armor, kind of replacing it in Halo Infinite. How do you guys feel about Halo Infinite?
You know,
I'm interested.
We talked about it briefly, but not fully. I'm actually excited for it. I don't know, like a lot of people were complaining over the way it looks, but they never really talked about the open world that it's more going to be focused on.
Yeah.
They're expanding it bigger than usual. Doing the open world concept, no battle royale, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
The multiplayer, I believe, is going to be free.
Yes.
Yeah, they announced that.
That's going to be really good. That's a good move on their end.
That is interesting though, because like, I mean, people are gonna buy the game anyway.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to experience the story.
Yeah, so
because that's the whole purpose of Halo. You got to understand the story if you're just gonna play the fucking.
Now,
game.
I will say I am one of those people that are kind of like on how it looks, because they went from like these really like badass high speed Spartan armors to like back to Halo Reach looking, which I like the Halo Reach looking armor.
I do too.
For Halo Reach though, not for like a new one, which it kind of threw me off. Is like, why are you kind of like backtracking?
I can agree with that.
Like, I'm sure the story's gonna be great. I'm sure the gameplay's gonna be awesome. But at least like in terms of, because my favorite Spartan armor was like the new one, like the Mark, whatever it's called. Like when Halo 4 was first announced and they showed Master Chief with that new armor set, I was like, that is fucking badass.
Yeah.
And they kept it for 2 games. Unfortunately, Halo 5 sucked ass.
I did not even want to bother touching it.
Yeah, don't.
I played 4th, and that's it.
They, now Halo Infinite's coming out. I saw Master Chief's armor. I was like, why? Like, it's cool, but why? But yeah, I'm excited for Halo. Like, it's a new experience, new multiplayer.
Same here.
So.
And a new concept as well. I can respect that. Like, is it 343 or Bungie?
It's
343.
Yeah, no, Bungie gave the rights to 343 like
good,
years
as they
ago.
should.
I do have one more experience that I also want to share as well, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us can relate to. Like, experience that you had to be there to experience this. But one more before we move on to our next topic, and that is GameStop midnight releases.
Yeah, I went to 2 of those. I've done 2 in my life.
Like,
yes.
It's not the same anymore, especially with the pandemic that took place and whatnot. And even before then, it's just like the hype for it hasn't been the same compared to the earlier years, where it's like you'd go to GameStop, you'd wait in line, you see all these people waiting for the same game as you. You're hoping that, hey, I hope that they have enough copies for this game.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And man, I've experienced like parties, tournaments, fights, people fighting and whatnot.
Jesus, that's awesome.
Oh man, celebrations, good times. Like
I've only shown up
like,
to 2, sadly.
Now that more games are going, more digital. I mean, this version of a PS5, but starting to go to digital path. It's just like. Midnight releases don't feel the same, man. It's like we've gotten away from that. And I'd say that, we started to grow out of it. And, of course, GameStop's business practices is the one thing that killed it because
it's already dead.
because of their stupid return policies. But, we ain't
They
going
did it to themselves.
Yeah, literally. But
Yeah.
if you've ever been to a GameStop midnight release back in the earlier years, then you know how dope it was that you get to be around a lot of people that had the same interests as you and just... Hold on. But I'll be right back, but y'all can continue.
Yeah, I've only done 2 premieres or midnight releases. One was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I dressed up as Waluigi just to fuck with people.
Really?
Dead serious.
So, I've only been to one, and that was for Assassin's Creed.
Lucky.
It was not that big of a midnight release, just because it's not a multiplayer game. But I was very excited for it because it was really Assassin's Creed 2. Sorry, Assassin's Creed 2.
That's even better.
Yeah. I was there for it. I got the collector's edition, and I think I was one of the only ones that got the collector's edition.
Smart move.
And I was like, dude, this is so awesome. I got this the figure with it too.
Get the hell out, really?
Yeah, I still have it. It's somewhere in my room, but yeah, it was a really cool experience because the next day was a school day, so I kind of had to go straight to school, whatever. I played the game, and like I said before, everyone was just talking about the game. It was like, oh shit, Assassin's Creed, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
How far are you in the game? Oh, what weapon are you using? This and that.
I did the most ass backwards thing on my second GameStop trip. Is it was a release of both My Hero Academia's Once Justice and Red Dead Redemption 2. I came for My Hero Academia just because I thought it would be a cool new fighting game I can get competitive in. Fucking bullshit. I was an idiot and I should have got Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yeah.
I got it a year later.
Would you believe me if I told you that I never played a single Red Dead?
You're not missing much.
Okay, good.
You can start off with 2, and 2's the story mode.
I know 2 is before 1.
Yeah.
I do it for the multiplayer and I just like fishing. I'm just chill.
Yeah,
But if you play the story mode of Red Dead Redemption 2,
you'll love it.
You will love it.
Because you also can make your own choices too, and it might affect.
Yeah, I heard that's basically how it is. But yeah, never played a single.
I never understood a story, but
I just never got around the whole cowboy theme.
A lot of people seem to like it.
Yeah.
Negan Bergs is one guy I know that would live off that game.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to what I was saying, game shit. Midnight releases, GameStop, they're going away. They're not I would say they're not even a thing anymore unless it's a console release like that. But
that was the worst.
Yeah.
That is the
You
worst.
almost killed each other for that shit.
Worst, yeah.
Freaking Nintendo Switch was more efficient. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Freaking dog shit. I'm still so mad that I don't have a PS5.
Same.
But whatever.
Other than some of the games that you could play on or whatnot, I'll let y'all know right now, y'all ain't missing much.
Yeah, I figured.
You're not missing much.
Pretty sure it's the same shit,
The features on the PS5 versus the PS4 is the PS4 has much better features than it does on the PS5. There's no theme. There's no themes on the PS5, right?
Really?
Yeah,
What?
there's no themes.
That
Why?
sucks. Probably in
You can't even change the color or...
No.
That sounds like hopefully a good update in the future.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
but it's just bro.
Why?
Why are y'all fucking up again? Have y'all not learned y'all lesson from the PS3?
Man.
You had themes with the PS3, not just themes, but custom themes at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the PlayStation 2 looking screen, or at least
Yeah. And then the PS4, they finally added themes cool so that we have different.
You can still have the PS2 theme on the PS4, right?
Yeah, that's what I have.
That's what I have on my PS4 as well.
I'm trying to add that.
But yeah, PS5, yeah, no themes. The party chat settings is dumb.
It looks chaotic. That's why.
Dumb, and this is you had it right with the PS4. What the fuck? To me, I felt like they should have released the PS5 this year.
Yeah.
Instead of last year.
Yeah.
Honestly,
last year was a bad year.
It was
Yeah.
It was way too painful. We went through at least how many episodes? 10, 15 episodes until you got a PS5.
Yeah.
What about the Xbox though?
Series X is more easier to get. Series X or S, it's a lot simpler to grab.
What's the S is like the
white
the
one?
trash can, right?
The trash can.
And then the Series S is the thin white one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to get that one.
The Series S, I heard you can play emulators on it. You can run it.
But it's all digital.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the Series S is?
Yeah, all digital, and the Series X is you can put physical disc. Like I still buy disc, so
Series X is like the big trash can one?
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Why?
See, I'm cool with the one because most games are still compatible.
I have the one still. Like
I've been contemplating if I want to get the Series X, but I don't want to grab it until there's like a sale or something.
yeah, I'll probably wait until like the hype dies down. Not even that, just like when they fix whatever,
They're not gonna fix it.
you
yet.
know, the PS5 or whatever issues the PS5 has.
I would just say like feature wise, like copy what you did with the PS4 and just add it to the PS5. That's it.
Basically.
All the features that you can do on the PS4, copy it to the PS5.
Who knows? They might just release a new version of the PS5, which is
Of
basically the
course.
PS4, but slap a 5 on it. And like, you know, better graphics, the 60 FPS and stuff like that.
Like I will say, like games load faster. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank Rift in Time. That game looks phenomenally good, and it plays so
Really?
well. Like, bro, it'll blow your mind.
Yeah.
It's really really good, especially when you put it up on a 4K TV, bro. It's just mind blowing.
Yeah, that's why I want to get the new PS5 just to see like how games feel and how they look and
Yeah, that's why after the podcast, I'm gonna have y'all try on Destiny 2. I got my PS5 here, so I'm telling you, man, it's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, holy shit. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah, there's some new console games that are coming out soon. I'm actually excited to see some of them, like Ghostwire, which is basically fighting Shinigamis. Like you're literally ghost hunting and kicking the shit out of them. That's exclusive for PlayStation 5, and there's something on Xbox called Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. Looks like one of those like nuclear zombie games.
more zombie games.
And then Starfield,
But
looks like
my
one of those
question
guys.
is,
Yeah.
when it comes to like when you get a new PS5, right? You just log into your account from your PS4 into it, and then like
No.
so you just start from scratch entirely.
I mean, with your PSN account, you can have it on the PS5. So
Okay.
all your library of the PS4, you can play it on the PS5.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, because, like, I remember when, like, I think sometime last year, Bungie was saying that with the PS5 coming out, that basically you can just, you know, re-download the game on the PS5 and you just keep playing.
Yeah.
It's not going to charge you anything. You just keep playing. That's
Yeah.
how you do.
The only thing I would just have to say is that there are two versions of Destiny 2, and that is the PS4 version and the PS5 version. I had to learn that myself. So when I did get the PS5 version, I think it was free. When I did get the PS5 version and played it, much different experience, and
Really?
you're gonna experience it after the podcast.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like,
Wait, so you can still buy and play PS4 games on this one, but there's a difference when you play the PS4 and the PS5 version?
Yes.
Oh shit, okay.
yeah. Which is why if you're gonna buy any game on the PS5 and it's available on the PS4, make sure you get the PS5 version. Now for fighters, since many people still have a PS4, I always get the PS4 and the PS5 version, meaning I always buy the PS4 version so that way it's available it's available for me to download for the PS5, and then usually I'll end up having both PS4 and PS5 version.
Interesting. I never even knew that. I thought it was just like here, the digital copy, just download it. But now that I know there's a difference, I'm dying to see
Oh yeah.
how it looks.
Oh yeah, it's gonna blow your mind. And what was our last topic? Gaming pet peeves. Yeah.
Oh, gaming pet peeves.
I feel like you have something to say.
Yeah, since you are our guest, do you have any gaming pet peeves?
I would probably have to think on it a little bit, so I'll pass it on to
I
you
mean,
guys.
we have the common ones. We talk about toxicity, immaturity. So I feel like the the question's already been answered. Because we talked about the immaturity, the parties, so forth, servers, a dedicated company that actually cares about their players, NetherRealms.
There. Now,
Spot on.
I know, at least with Bungie, because I'm very.
Oh man, Bungie didn't show love for like a couple of years.
Bungie. Yes, they really like. Look, I'll give it to them that they know how to hype a game.
Oh yeah,
they know how to.
Their trailers are.
Their
good.
trailers are some of the best trailers, better than any other game out there.
It's like a cinematic.
Like they know how to hype a game, but there are times where they just do not fucking deliver, and then when people are like asking for shit, like they take way too long. Which I get it, like they got a lot on their plate. They got to do this, and that, whatever. I don't know what it's like to be a game developer. I'm sure it's not easy. But fuck. Like,
yeah.
There are times where it's just like, Bungie, come on, man.
Do something.
Please, Bungie.
So, supposedly, with
please
the new
sponsor
DLCs
us.
coming out, like they're trying something that they've never done before.
Quotation marks.
I just, like I said, I'm at that point of like, I'll wait and see. Like, I'll believe it when I see it. Because if it's the same, if it feels the same, like when the next DLC comes out, I'm gonna be like, what did you deliver? You know what I'm saying? So, Bungie has definitely shown moments where they, I'm sure it's not their intention, but they've shown that they don't care about the players or what they want.
Yeah.
But eventually they do come around. It takes a bit of time, but that, whatever.
I think it's the patience that most people need to have at some time.
That's definitely another thing that I've gotten so used to it that now I'm at the point. I'd be like, I'll wait and see how it goes.
Okay.
So like I'm excited for anything that they gotta do, like the DLCs, but I'm not gonna overhype myself and be like, oh my god, a new DLC, like it's gonna be better than.
It's like all of us with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because we got hyped over character trailers, and man, we got our minds fucked when it came to certain characters that were supposed to be there, or what we supposed to thought of.
That's it.
Like Ash Williams from The Evil Dead was a huge rumor, and then everyone's like, "Psych."
Wasn't he gonna be in the game?
Yeah, that's what I heard. We heard a chainsaw noise originally.
And it was someone else entirely.
Yeah, pretty much. Because they introduced RoboCop. They have Sylvester Stallone as what was it? Rambo.
Sylvester Stallone. My bad. I almost got confused with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, his voice impression is one of his voice impressionists are there as a voice actor for him as a Terminator.
Really? Wait, but like was
Dead serious.
So was
like Terminator. They had all 80s movies and like.
Oh, so they just used the voices from that?
Yeah.
Not the actual.
They had voice actors. Like Sylvester Stallone actually voiced actor in Mortal Kombat. Then you have Arnold's like favorite voice impressionist or top 3. Be him.
Oh, so it wasn't actually him.
It wasn't actually him.
That sucks.
It did.
I mean.
But then you have I forgot who the guy who voiced Spawn was.
Keith David.
There we go. Like his voice was perfect.
Yeah.
The voice from the original animated series, or was it from a movie?
I think animated series.
That was set up right. I actually was okay with that. Then they had a random guy who voiced as Joker.
Not even fucking.
Not Mark Hamill.
Not Mark Hamill. I wish. That would have been so fucking perfect.
I would say that's another pet peeve. When they just like when they just change voice actors.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh,
why?
Like you remember like Destiny 1 when it came to the Ghost?
To this day.
I'm sorry.
To this day.
I'm sorry. I had to bring that up.
You know what? Right there.
I brought that up to the dinner table.
That is my biggest pet peeve right there. That is my biggest game pet peeve.
And you
ever.
see it in the
to
updates.
To this day, I fucking hate the voice of Ghost. Like, why?
Peter Dinklage.
He was the
perfect.
best.
He was perfect.
Don't get me wrong. Like the Ghost voice now, it's not bad. Like it fits the character, whatever. But dude, Peter Dinklage, man.
That was a good
I
voice.
Understand he was busy with like Game of Thrones or whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
that
definitely
show.
props.
But like, why? Like, they could have. Can you imagine if he was still in it?
Oh my god, he
fucking
would.
Dope. His voice was awesome. Like as the Ghost, it was so fucking awesome. That right there, yeah, definitely my biggest pet peeve ever.
So hear me out. When we do Destiny cosplays, I want to see if we can make our own ghosts have certain voices and questions.
Oh, shit.
You know how funny that would be?
That would be hard as hell to make, though.
Well, the ghost is easy to print anyways, but
Oh, well,
having like a little voice like or a speaker on you if you're a ghost. Is this what a Comic-Con is?
oh, yeah.
Are these
I
furries?
I like that idea.
We would just talk shit with our ghost. And it's
Yeah,
not us talking.
I want my ghost. You know, the Segura ghost shell,
Yeah, wait.
the one that's like all spiky.
Oh, yes.
Because I have that ghost shell. That's my favorite one. That's the one I want to have like up here, like over my shoulder, just walking.
My ghost is black and white. My 3D printed one I got made, but a long time ago.
Like the regular ghost shell.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if I can deck it out. I was trying to make like an ancient one covered in moss and flowers.
Have you seen the new ghost shells now?
Yes.
Like the exotic ones, they are freaking weird.
They are. I have
Like,
one that's.
some of them
I have
are-
one from Curse of Osiris where it's a disco ball.
Sheesh.
I don't have that one, but I know which one you're talking about. I have.
Don't
I have,
you judge me.
I have one that it's literally just like the core of the ghost, and it has the little like cowboy hat on top of it.
That's trippy.
I love that. It's fun as fuck.
Don't make me make you one now. I'm gonna make like a little core of a cowboy hat. I'll get one for a cat. For
What
a
about
cat.
your pet peeves?
All right, my pet peeve. It would have to be.
Ow.
My pet peeve would have to be the arcade sticks because I had one. I had one recently, and I recently got an arcade stick from. I bought it off of Amazon from Mayflash arcade sticks and whatnot, and it was a really good good price arcade stick, and good size, good price. Like I got it for under $100 or whatnot.
Nice.
Cool. And the best thing about it is you can use it on any console.
Oh,
You can use it on PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One,
Oh my
Xbox
God.
Series, PS5, PC, and even your Android phone.
What?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
How? But
And I got it for under $100, brand new.
what? You
Yeah.
can use it on your phone.
Yes. Now
We cry on our
here's
phones. We cry.
now here's my pet peeve. For the PS5, if I want to use it for the PS5, right? I have to do some tricky bullshit.
Tricky bullshit.
Meaning,
Explain.
all right, let me grab this controller. Let me grab the PS4 and the PS5 controller. That way I can make sense, right? Because I wanted to play Guilty Gear on
Oh yeah.
on the arcade stick because I cannot play Guilty Gear on controller. That's just me. If I want to play the PS4 version of Guilty Gear, right, I'd have to plug in this controller, the PS4 controller, into the arcade stick.
What?
Yeah. And then the cord for the arcade stick into the PS4 in order for it to read.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh.
Now with the PS5, it's different.
Oh.
You have to get a little USB
like a dongle.
dongle, yeah, and plug it into the arcade stick so that way you can use it for any PS5 games. That is my pet peeve.
That's annoying.
yeah,
pure fucking
and
evil.
it costed me what $35 just to get that dongle so that
Are
way I
you
could.
serious?
Yeah. So I'm just like, this is some bullshit. Like, if I didn't spend now compared to all the other arcade sticks that are 150, 160 and up, I actually spent less.
That's true.
I spent less, but it's just that I'd rather just cord, arcade stick, here's the cord in the PS5, done deal. Not get a dongle, or if I'm playing the PS4 version, plug in the controller into the arcade stick, then grab the cord from the arcade stick into the PS4 and play, so that way I can use the arcade stick.
Yeah, we just got
That was my pet peeve.
we just got FGC Gabe. So saying PS5 hopefully makes an official stick, and I'm doubting that. Actually, it might make good marketing.
No, I mean every console generation, there's always going to be a new fight stick for it.
Oh yeah.
Especially a dedicated one for the PS4 or for the PS5. Like Hori did one for the PS4 where you had that big that it's somewhat long, but you'll probably see this. Just look up Hori PS4 arcade stick. And
Now, how do you spell Hori without making like a Pornhub page or something?
Hori. It's a Japanese company, and like I was looking to go purchase that as my fighting stick, but
okay.
But I was looking to get
okay, I see.
yeah, I was looking to get that as my actual fighting stick, but I looked at the May Flash. A lot of people said it's good for modding. The price was really good. Like for the arcade stick for itself, you're literally spending, I would say, $90, and it's a good quality arcade stick. And of course, you can mod it. Like I really want to get like RGB lights for my buttons and whatnot because
You're extra like that, and we all
very.
want to.
But that means I have to spend money and learn how to do that, and which I don't have time. Which is why I'll just pay someone to fucking do that for me because that's the way to do it.
I wouldn't be surprised you have buttons that make noises every time you do it.
Nah, I don't want buttons that make noise. I just want the RGB.
Like when you do an ultimate Oni-chan.
Oh fuck! No.
You know how annoying that would be? Like
That would be really annoying, especially here for local. Oh fuck!
like moan.
What would be another pet peeve? I think like
Oh yeah.
That would
yeah,
be
that-
a new pet peeve for somebody.
But yeah, that would be my pet peeve is the Mayflash arcade stick. It's a good quality arcade stick. I'm not gonna lie about that. Really good quality. It's definitely worth the price, but it's just now you got to get a dongle for you to use to use it on the PS5. So from 90 to an additional 30, you're looking around. I know my math is shit. What, maybe 120 at best. So. At least it's
Give
cheap.
or take.
120 at best, give or take. But it is cheaper compared to all the other mainline arcade sticks from Hori, Mad Catz, Razor. So there's that.
Noted. I'm probably never going to get a fight stick, but noted.
any other pet peeves?
No, I'm done. Unless you
we
guys want
pretty
to move
much
on to the
summed
next
it up.
topic.
I think we just summed it up.
All right.
I got one more.
All right.
Go on.
It has to do with like story and gameplay. So in the sense of
I think I know where you're going with this.
so I'm always going back to Destiny.
I
because
knew
it's
it.
like the main game that I always play. It's like you want lore, and it's there,
But you just got to
but
read.
it's not like
You
it's
gotta
not like
fucking read
in the
a
game.
book.
You get me?
A book
Like,
inside a game.
There are some games that are like Destiny's not the only one. There are some games that are like that.
Doom Eternal's like that as well.
Yeah, I'm just like, why? Like,
But then Destiny already made books.
yeah,
They have novels
it's
and everything.
cool, but it's like,
But not inside the game it should be, and I understand this.
and sometimes like you just want so much from a game, but there's only so much that the developers can do, and it's like, it's not really their fault. So I guess like it's still a pet peeve in the sense like, damn, like you just want more.
Yeah, you want more, but you're not able to obtain it, or you
Yeah.
won't be able to provide it.
And
so
sometimes when you do get more,
you're left with just text.
it's not exactly what you'd hope to be. And it's like, oh wait, what? Like, was this really your vision?
Especially with Forsaken, you start reading more story, and then the Dreaming City, and then
Yeah, you know.
even weapons have lore too, and you just want to understand it, but you just read it.
And I'll even say this, like for another game, God of War, fucking perfect game. Like, I love it. The story, everything about it, 100% like greatest game I've ever played. But there's just so much more that I want now that it's like
It's a lot to take in.
it's so much like I'm constantly just like looking up videos on YouTube, like like theories that people have come up with, stuff like that, because I just want so much more of it, and I'm anticipating God of War Ragnarok next year.
Oh yeah.
And I just hope that game is like, bro, 10 hours long, please, because like I want so much out of it. They're probably gonna make like 3 games out of it.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know, but I just know, I'm just so hungry for like more story, because that's mainly what I go for like in any game. Like Destiny.
I mean, that's what God of War should be like. But
Yeah.
when it comes to Destiny, I understand.
Destiny makes me more. Well, ironically, God of War makes me more story hungry than Destiny.
Agreed.
Just because like it's so fucking good, and the story for Destiny, I'll dare say it's just as good as God of War.
Ooh,
if it was actually,
I like the boldness that's coming to
it
this
was,
table.
if it was like, if it was written, and like actually, how do I describe it? If it was just delivered, similar to how God of War did it, not exactly, because obviously one is multiplayer game, the other one isn't. But if the story in Destiny was told in the same way that God of War did it, or at least similar, I'll say that is Destiny the best story in game history, in my opinion.
Because there's so much taken with each character. I want to know more about Xur out of all the people.
Yeah. There's lore videos on YouTube and stuff, which is cool.
I want something, even if it's like barely, even if it's like subtly animated, like a bullshit PowerPoint or something, where he tells the side of the story of things and how he gets items for the Guardians. Yeah,
like small shit like that, it just makes the universe.
I know you probably haven't seen Record of Ragnarok, but if it's like a bullshit PowerPoint like that, I would appreciate it with a story.
Yeah, like I've said it many times before. Like, look, I love Assassin's Creed. I love. I forgot to mention Nier
Automata.
Oh dear God.
That game.
Yeah.
I never played it actually, so
that game is more like, did I beat the game or did the game beat me?
Yeah.
That's basically how it is.
It has multiple endings.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, there's a lot of endings. But anyway, like I love Assassin's Creed. I love Nier Automata. I love God of War. Like many other games that I've played with great storylines. But like ultimately, I just know that if Destiny's story was delivered in like a more interactive way, like where you're actually like you're involved in the story now, but like in the sense of like you're not just doing like, oh, go do this mission and then like you just hear people talking in the comms and explaining everything to you.
Yeah.
When you're actually in the story, doing shit and like experience it for yourself rather than having people explain it to you.
I think you might agree with me on this idea, but hear me out. The origin of Shaxx, on how he became a lord.
Yeah, shit like that.
Because Saladin fucking hates him, and
so that is one thing that I really love about Destiny is that it's the story. It's your story, right? But it's the story before everything else that happened. There's so much that happened before you came along.
Because you have the Iron Banner, then you have the fucking...
And then you're just over here creating your own story while still sometimes like being
a guardian of the galaxy.
Basically. Like, it's cool as fuck. And like I wish I could see more of the past, but like the future stuff that has to do with the past as well. Like
there's a connection between that.
Yeah, I want to like really be very involved into it, not just like someone
even
in the comms
more
telling me. Yeah, even like them telling me what's going on or explaining them like why this character's like this.
Playing as Shaxx first person would be so kick-ass.
That would be dope as fuck. Like, I would like to, or like even get like a mini movie of the Twilight Gap.
Yes.
Shit like that.
I want to see like how Eris Morn learned her darkness and everything else.
Yeah. So,
because I'm still on Shadowkeep and I like to learn more about her.
Yeah, there's so much.
And even Taken King Oryx.
So that's why oh my god, don't even. There's so much lore to Oryx.
It is not funny.
But
I know.
If you go on like YouTube and search up all the lore, like there's so much lore videos like that really explaining.
Like if someone can animate this, like Bungie, get your man's a developer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Why is people keep coming?
More people.
Yes.
But
close.
But yeah.
We need a sign.
Because they see us, so.
Destiny's story, like I will dare say it's
a good story. I respect the story.
It can be. No, the thing is, it is just as good as God of War's story. It's just...
It's set out differently.
It's completely...
The story is made set up differently because we're all about the grind when it comes to Destiny.
Basically, it is a
the grind, the missions, the side
quests.
It
is a looter shooter, so like I get it. It has to be a certain way, but at the same time, like if it was a certain way, but also like really dove into the story.
I agree with you, dude.
It would be one of the best games ever.
Like how Halo makes animated movies like or made that anime.
Yeah, so like shit like that.
Like that would be acceptable.
Bungie has the creativity.
Because even if it can't even be an hour movie, like a 40-minute movie explaining some characters or how some connections are made.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be an interactive ending or any bullshit like that. It just has to be something simple where you can understand.
Yeah, like
because not many people really want to read a lore.
Yeah.
You don't want to read, like, I don't mind the lore tabs. I've read some of them and they're pretty interesting, but it's like, what if I experienced that rather than fucking reading it?
Oh my god, I will say this 100 times, but I want to know more about Shaxx and why he did the Crucible.
No, there's so like
I want to see more Saint 14.
There's like the story now in this season is like about Saint 14. Like you learn more about Saint 14.
That man or that Evo is the deadliest.
Yeah.
He is smoke.
Like this, just like I said, there is so much Destiny that the story, like that's why I understand why the story is not the way it is.
The only thing I just don't like is the
Guardian's
voice.
So much to it.
I hate the Guardian's voice so much.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I wish my Guardian could talk more, but
like I just don't like the voice actor that plays all the Guardians because even if no matter what, like
it's like the same voice actor.
It's the same.
Yeah. Maybe.
Peace out, Gabe.
Alrighty, Gabe. Yeah, have a good one.
Oh my God, there's so much more.
Oh, yeah.
Bungie, if you're hearing this, hire us.
Well, maybe not me, but
hire us.
There's people on YouTube that
are qualified.
Very, very qualified.
We'll sling ideas. You just need to execute it.
Yeah. and also with the design, some of the designs are going like a little. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, Gabe. FGC Gabe remembers you cosplaying as a young Joseph Joestar.
Oh yeah, I used to cosplay Joseph.
Yeah,
those are.
That's where we met you.
Those were the good old days. Some of the good old days. maybe someday I'll do it again. We'll see.
We're Guardians, goddammit. We'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and shift to our Q&A before we wrap up. We have any questions?
I got one.
All right.
But I want to see if there's any more. I'm hoping there's at least anything else but this one.
Is it the one that I think you're talking about?
Yes. So, I don't know who we're supposed to ask this to, but Aj.Rmzilla, just ask him how big his dick is.
No! Stop!
I'm calling you out, bitch! Like that, like how does the English work?
Shut the fuck up.
It's not even anonymous. You fucking sussy blocker.
God damn it. Real questions.
That's the realest question. Oh, definitely not answering that. Next thing you know, people are gonna hit up my Discord with the eye emojis. Shoot him a shot. Cope. One of the guys like he got a fat coochie, Your Honor.
That is correct.
I mean, I'm fat. No doubt about that.
For anyone that is currently still watching, if you have any questions, I mean, I already put it out in the Twitch already. Like,
oh my God.
Earlier. If you have any questions that you guys want to ask, now's the time to ask them before we go ahead and close this one on out.
Don't you have more questions on the?
No, that was it.
That was the only one.
I'm so disappointed.
Fuck.
Disappointment.
That's a stupid question.
It was pretty funny, actually. I mean, one guy asked, like, you ever had to take a painful shit to where you were praying? Like, S15.
Oh.
He asked that question, and I agreed, because that actually happened to me, like, a week ago. Actually, no, it happened to me yesterday, almost out of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I'm brutally honest.
It's worse when you have to do that, and you're in the field.
No, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I can imagine the pain and
You're
stuff.
just there like, oh my God, why am I here?
Yep. I've been there.
Judas Priest.
Many times.
Oh my God. We're almost at 3 hours. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you are literally our longest episode.
Really?
We broke a goddamn record.
Yeah, we broke a new record, so congratulations.
We need to give awards out. Or plaques.
I mean,
to his benefit, the arcade is closed for today, so...
That's true. We technically... We technically aced that one.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
I can't tell it's arcade ghost or people.
Both.
Probs.
Who knows?
Oh my goodness. I always figured out this would be the long... Wow. We're looking at the chat now.
Well, if they don't have any questions, I say we put a bow on this and wrap this up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, AJ, my man, it has been one hell of an honor to have you here as our guest. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
And, next time you're back in town, you let us know when, and hey, we'll bring you back on again. Hopefully with others. Because, it's usually good to have, more than one guest, especially a returning one. Make it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was perfect.
Man, this has been one hell of an episode, one hell of an origin story that you got here. Your gaming history, your background, and of course, everything Destiny. So
Yeah, I'm
It was destined.
Yeah, I'm so invested in Destiny. That's taken over my life. That's all I ever talk about.
So what's next for you?
Like,
Gaming wise. Other than copping the PS5, of course.
Well,
If you can.
I mean, if I can, yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting for more Destiny DLCs. I'm waiting for Halo Infinite. I still need to play Gears 5.
Bitch, you're joining me.
Yeah, I still definitely need to.
If you got an Xbox Game Pass, we're playing. I will share you my account just so we can play this.
Yeah, I really need to play that. Like,
Dead ass. I will give you my info
the
after the
story for
podcast.
Gears 4. Yeah, Gears 4. It was pretty cool.
You know,
So,
you're gonna laugh at this, but I never played the campaign for Gears 5. I played it briefly, but I played mostly multiplayer.
I'm more of a campaign guy, so I'll probably end up dragging you to.
Yeah, you probably will, and that's okay.
But other than that, I mean, I hope to get a PS5. I hope to get a new Xbox. But for now, I'm kind of just like, they're just playing the same games that I always play. I'm probably gonna play God of War all over again for the 7th time. I'm trying to get to 10 times before God of War Ragnarok comes out, just because I love that game.
Gotta break the record, goddammit.
Probably I'm gonna try to raid tonight with my clan.
Aww.
Or tomorrow, whenever. I haven't had time because past week has just been really busy for me. And doing just gaming during vacation is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because it's because you want a game, right? It's like you're on vacation, you want a game, you want to relax, but then there's so many other things to do. It's I want to play, but there's that and that and that. It's So, yeah. But in gaming wise, probably not much. Just a whole lot of waiting and a whole lot of playing.
Gotcha.
Understood.
Understood. Well, Luigi, anything you want to end with?
Dude, it was definitely an honor meeting you yesterday.
Yesterday was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, the amount of chaos we had at fucking Flynn's. Especially me involved. But that's not important right now. Yeah, I heard about you when Silverback was talking about how we remind him of his younger self. I'm like, I gotta know this guy now. And I'm like, once I saw your posts and all this stuff, I'm like, yeah, we're definitely the same fucking person in different settings.
He is definitely a man of culture.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Much more than me.
Yes, it terrifies me.
And that's just me sometimes suppressing it. Sometimes.
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 Hold on.
Because sometimes if I go too much, I'm like, oh, this is a little too much. I might have to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, just getting to know you and trying to understand, yeah, you're officially a part of my family now. You're Puerto Rican. We're psychotic. This works. And I was definitely glad I could make you do Ace of Spades.
Oh yeah, I really appreciate that. That's actually really fucking cool.
No,
I'm probably gonna try to paint over it and
Oh hell yeah, you gotta send me pics because I'm excited.
Yeah, but it was really fun. This first podcast ever, so
I know. Once we heard that you were coming, wasted no time.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you let me know what Sunday it is, and me and Waluigi, we're gonna make it happen.
Oh hell yeah.
Even though it's on a holiday.
Oh,
Hey,
happy
what
4th.
better day?
God bless
Yeah.
America.
God bless America. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I was like, it's an honor to be here, and
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
definitely
definitely.
want to come back and probably break this record. Be here for like 4 hours.
Jesus
kidding.
fucking Christ. I'll
Maybe.
have to get up at 5.
I say I'm kidding, but
It's like the 8-man all over again. It's like we got up at 5 a.m. and we had to set everything up.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, definitely awesome to have you, my dude.
Definitely, man. Alrighty, y'all. Well, with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Yeah, this is pretty much one of our longest episodes, but it was definitely worth it. Tune in again next week where we will have our next guest. So, for those that don't know, me and Waluigi, we will be doing the podcast for every week for 3 weeks straight. Like, you'll have 3 Sundays of us doing the podcast, and then you'll have 1 week where we're just going to take off. And then, we'll kick it right back up again. And other than that, for news purposes, like, things and updates and whatnot, things like that, yes, me and Waluigi, we are going to CEO.
It's set in the books.
Yep, in December. So that's one. Another thing, and this is a new announcement, me and Waluigi will be doing a podcast Q&A panel at MizuCon in September. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very. And also, check out Hyper Chick Cosplay's Dark Age book.
Yes.
Written by Valerie L. Price. Shout out to Hyper Chick Cosplay for giving us this. Just plugging it there. And
I realize I have one right over here.
Yeah. And of course, last but not least, this podcast is available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor on all of your favorite and popular audio hosting platforms. And of course, video playback for the podcast is available on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, where it's currently being live streamed too. This has been episode 30 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast with AJ, and we are signing off. We'll see you guys then.